Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Burford Field on a Friday night, week 5 of the high school football season. Lindsay Leopard's back at home to take on the Dickson Comets tonight, and it's homecoming here at Burford Field, and now we'll have that coming up for you here momentarily as they get set up on the field. You just saw the promo, Andrew, the Leopardette softball team, three-peat. Yes, years in a row. They are regional champs, so congrats to the Leopardette softball team. Still, I think, waiting on details for their super regional. But, hey, big hats off to them, and great job. They're going to take it all the way to state, I think.
I think they will.
So, and I guess we need to say congrats to Reese Flood, too. Signing
Absolutely.
with Arizona State. I tell you, congrats to her with that. Let's also talk about the cheerleaders, because cheerleaders regional champs again this year. Ended up state runner-up. Tell you what, fantastic job by the cheerleaders and their sponsors, coaches. Can't say enough about them.
Absolutely.
Again, second year in a row they've done that. So congrats to the cheerleading staff and the cheerleaders. Congrats to the softball team. And let's hope we can say congrats to the Leopard football team after we get done tonight. So we are getting set here for homecoming, and they're getting lined up down there. So we're going to bring you that live. We'll kind of try to time this again, but the Leopards, and we'll talk a little, obviously a lot more in depth about this, but coming off of that big loss at Marlow on Friday night was not the outcome we certainly wanted. Just a really good Marlow team. So we'll talk a little more about that. The Dixon comes in off of a big loss against Washington, you know, so they kind of had that same thing happen to them. So. So both of these teams are coming off those big losses. I think as we talked with Coach Embry in the coaches show that it'll be a good thing for the Leopards to be at home and a chance here on homecoming night to kind of bounce back from that.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we've been on the road forever.
I agree.
Was the Pauls Valley game? That was the last one, right?
Last one, it was.
So we've been on the road in some of those long road games.
Yeah,
so glad to be back at Burford. I think these Leopards have taken what they've learned from that loss last week, and they're ready to go tonight.
I agree. It's, again, when you visit with Coach Embry and talk with him about some of these things that happened in those deals, and he'll tell you there's always something positive you can take from it that you can always learn from, and you learn and you grow and you move on to the next game. And I think, I think the guys have had a good week of practice. They have kind of let that go, and I think they're going to be ready to go here tonight. But Dixon comes in. This is going to be a little different type of ball game, I think, than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, for sure. Dixon offensively very different from what we see most of the time throughout this district. Kind of an old school wing tee kind of offense that we don't see a lot of anymore. They've got some big old boys. I'll talk a little bit more about that a little later on, but they got some large lads to contend with tonight. That offensive front, the biggest we've seen, actually bigger than Marlowe's. So that's something to watch out for. I don't think this is a game where we have a pushover here at Burford tonight that showed up. This is a game we're going to have to play well if we want to come out with the W.
Absolutely. All right, well, I think they're just about ready to get homecoming underway, so we are going to send it over to the PA announcer and homecoming 2024 here coming up on KBLP Live.
It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue sky.
My name is Marley Mae Inman, and I'm a 15-year-old freshman at Lindsay High School. My parents are John and Brooke Inman, and I have one older sibling, Tessa Inman. I manage football and basketball, and I'm a part of Student Council, FCCLA, TSA, and the academic team. I also attend Lindsay Church of Christ. My future plans are to go to college and be an athletic trainer. I also hope to get married and start my own family someday. My favorite leopard memory is when I went with the football team to their leadership camp and watched them attempt to do a pyramid cheer stunt.
Hello, my name is Hannibal Hines. I'm an 18-year-old senior. My parents are Amy and Daniel Hines. I have one sibling. Her name is Meyer Hines. I participate in football, cross country, and track. My school and church activities are NHS, and I attend NBC Youth in Blanchard. My future plans are to attend college and finish up my first enlistment and then commission as an officer. And my favorite memory is going to play Guitar Hero with Tommy before games and going home for my concurrent hour and drinking coffee with my mom.
My name is Haley Grace Jones. I'm a 16-year-old sophomore at Lindsay High School. My parents are Kyle and Relissa Jones. I have two older brothers, Drake and Ethan Jones. I manage football, basketball, and track. I'm a member of FCCLA and Student Council. I also attend the Washington Church of Christ. My future plans are to figure out what I want to do with my life after high school. My favorite leopard memory is having manager dinners every Thursday night.
My name is Cameron King. I'm the 17-year-old senior of Stephen and Carol King. My siblings are Taylor, Ethan, and Janley King. I play football and baseball. I'm a member of Banner Baptist Church and SOS. My future plans include to go to college and play baseball. My favorite memory is watching Brian Sanchez sing Peaches in the talent show.
My name is Natalie Lara Cottrell. I'm a 17-year-old junior at Lindsay High School. My parents are Brandon and Lara Cottrell. My siblings are Nathan and Delaney Cottrell. I manage football and baseball. I'm the Student Council Executive Vice President and the Junior Class President. I'm a member of NHS and FCA leader, and I'm a member of Calvary Baptist Church. My future plans are to go to college to become an anesthesiologist and eventually have a family. My favorite leopard memory was walking into the training room with Sydney after a game and seeing the training room was completely flooded because Coach Merrill forgot to turn the water off.
My name is Aiden Race Turner. I'm the 18-year-old son of Kent Cassie and Jessica Turner. My siblings are Jet and Kennedy. I participate in golf and football. Outside of sports, I am the National Honor Society president, my class is vice president, and I attend Calvary Baptist Church. My future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma, where I will get a degree in health and exercise sciences. My favorite leopard memory is trying to figure out what a wampus cat is with my best friends. I still haven't figured it out.
Hi, my name is JC Lou Martin, and I'm the 18-year-old senior of Todd and Julie Martin. My siblings are Jada Martin and Tristan Lackey. The sports I participate in are cheerleading and track. I am also a proud member of Lindsay Student Council, National Honor Society, and I love to attend church at First Baptist Church of Lindsay. My future plans are to attend OSU next fall and get a degree in either education or psychology. Then after that, start a family and have lots of kids. My favorite leopard memory is being the 2023 state champs and the 2024 state champ runner-ups with my cheer team.
Hi, my name is Caden Klingman. I'm an 18-year-old senior, son of Amber and Cody Klingman. I have one sibling, Kristen Klingman, and I participate in football and golf. I attend Mid-America Technology Center for Electrical Trades. My future plans are working for Klingman Electric after graduation. My favorite leopard memory is golf season with the boys.
My name is Sydney Ray Richardson. I'm an 18-year-old senior at Lindsay High School. My parents are Clark and Amy Richardson. I'm a football manager, and I'm also a member of FCCLA, NHS, and I show and raise pigs in 4-H and FFA. I also attend Calvary Baptist Church. My future plans are to attend college, have a successful career, and eventually start a family. My favorite leopard memory is when Coach Merrill taught me how to jiggy the laundry detergent into the washing machine.
I am Parker Nunley, the 18-year-old senior, son of Destry and Tracy Nunley. I have two siblings, Dalton and Brooklyn Nunley. I participate in Lindsay football. I am a member of NHS, FFA, and I attend Cox City Baptist Church. My future plans are to attend college and then open a business in ag nutrition. My favorite memory is hanging out with the boys on the field.
Hi, my name is Tessa Kate Inman, and I'm an 18-year-old senior here at Lindsay High School. My parents are John and Brooke Inman, and I have one younger sibling, Marley May. I'm on the cheer team, and I run track. I'm currently serving as Oklahoma FCCLA state president, and I love traveling all over the state with my advisor, Miss Bray. I'm the senior class president, a student council, National Honor Society, and FCA officer, and I'm a yearbook editor. I'm also a member of the Lindsay Church of Christ youth group. My future plans are to go to college and become a broadcast meteorologist, start a family, and travel somewhere in between. My favorite leopard memory is being the 2023 state champions and the 2024 state runner-up with my cheer team.
Hi, my name is Melvin McDonald. I'm an 18-year-old senior. My parents are Keisha Trammell, Adam Ramage, Teresa Ramage. My siblings are Aiden Ramage, Elisa Trammell. I play football, baseball, and track. I attend Mid-America for Diesel Tech, and I attend Better Life Church. My future plans are going to work at a diesel shop after graduation. My favorite leopard memory is playing football with the boys.
My name is Hazley June Cable, and I am in T1, and I'm 6 years old. My mom's name's Vanessa Carp, and my dad's name's William Capon. My sister's name's Charlie. I visit Education Bible School. When I grow up, I want to be a vet and herd cows. Favorite memory is going on a field trip with Sadie.
My name is Paxton Gage Davis, and I'm in 4th grade, and I'm 6 years old. My mom name is Kayla Davis, and my sister name is Helen Circle. I play the Lindsay Aztecs. I go to Aaron Springs Baptist Church. I grew up, I want to be a cop. My favorite memory is when I got 3 outs and home run.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 football homecoming court. And now for the moment we've been waiting for, your 2024 Lindsay Leopard homecoming king and queen are Caden Klingman and Tessa Inman. King Caden, you may now crown your queen. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 football homecoming queen and king and their court. I'd like to give a special thanks to Sweet Peas for their beautiful flowers and queen bouquet, and to J.D. Scruggs for the arch, and to Mallory Jones for the lovely decorations on the arch. Thank you, Alana Gamble, for the sashes for the girls tonight, and thank you, cheer coach Brooke Inman, for planning and setting up our 2024 homecoming parade. We appreciate all her hard work this year. Coach Karp would like to thank everyone for making tonight so special. Let's go Leopards!
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you are not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Football Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
Hey, welcome back. Good evening, everyone. Let's try this all over again. Good grief. You'd think I'd done this once or a million times. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Burford Field. I'm Greg Peary, alongside Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs over on the live stream. We've got Kevin Scruggs, Eric Bearden up top, running the camera, Colton Harrell back at our studios, and we're glad you're with us tonight. You saw homecoming, and congratulations to Caden King Caden, as he was crowned, or as he crowned the Queen Tessa Inman, and congratulations to our homecoming court for tonight. The Lindsay Leopards get set to take on the Dickson Comets here in Week 5, and this is a couple of teams that both come in off of big losses in the previous week. Leopards drop a big one against Marlowe, and 52-0, and Dixon's coming off a 54-0 loss against Washington last week. And so Leopards play the number 5 team. Dixon plays the number 1 team in the state in Class 2A, but then they come play each other here on homecoming night. I think the Leopards are set to go. We kind of talked about it before homecoming a little bit, and for those that weren't here with that, this is a Dixon team that's going to come in and just run the ball down your throat. That's what they're going to try to do. They'll run 2 tight ends and 3 backs and stop us, and that's going to be their MO. And so the Leopards are going to have to play good tonight. But, watching film, I think the Leopards have got a great chance tonight to come away with a win here on homecoming.
Yeah, I would agree, and you're absolutely right. They're going to show up double tight, wing tee, like I mentioned earlier, kind of an old school kind of offense. No wide receivers most of the time. It's just smash mouth football. Here we come. The wing tee, known for being a misdirection kind of an offense where they keep you guessing on where the ball's going. You've got that wing back coming around. You've got the quarterback, obviously, and the 2 running backs, and you don't know which guy's going to get the ball. I played against it, I mentioned to you off air, at Jones, and if you pull off the misdirection part, it's awfully hard from a defensive lineman's perspective. It's awfully hard to know where the ball is. So expect to see some of that. I also mentioned the big bodies up front. These guys for Dixon are an average of 263 pounds on the offensive on the interior of the offensive line. So I did a little bit of math. That's 1,315 pounds up front. If you add the 2 tight ends in, that's 1,700 pounds of mass on the offensive line. So the Leopards are going to have to be ready to play aggressively. The guys up front are going to have to dig deep and be able to withstand that surge from the guys up front. I think the Leopards will do fine. I believe we'll probably switch to like a 4-man defensive front to combat that extra large offensive line. Yeah. I know we'll be well prepared for it. It's an old offense, as I told you, so there's nothing too tricky about it, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a well-known one, and people have studied how to defend it for years, so it can be defended, but it's going to take physicality. So if the Leopards are ready to get out there and bust heads old school, then we'll be just fine.
Well, and as we visited with Coach Emery in the coaches show, that's the one thing he brought up about the defense. He said when you start talking about 2 tight and the wing, now he said there's a lot of gaps that you've got to fill. So discipline on defense is going to be key for the Leopards tonight. You're going to have to make sure you're in your gap, make sure you've got your responsibility covered. You know, to me, it's a lot like the old Oklahoma wishbone. You know, you're going to line up in the wishbone and you're going to run a triple option every single down. That's what you're going to run. And as long as everybody takes care of their responsibility, you can stop it. But if anybody misses, if you miss your one play, then that could be the end of it.
Yeah, so here's the tough part. You close that gap. Well, you've got potentially a wing back and a fullback type of running back and another running back coming through that one hole. So not only do you need to close that gap, you need to close it 3 times because you got 3 guys coming at you in that hole. So it's defendable for sure, but you're absolutely right. They're going to have to be disciplined and know their responsibilities.
And vice versa. Let's talk about their defense a little bit. I think they'll probably come out in that 3-4. That's kind of what everybody's running these days. They will sneak an outside linebacker up on the line to make it look more like a 4-3. But you and I both have watched the game film on these guys, and you get into any kind of a 2nd and long, 3rd and long where it's an obvious kind of this is going to be a passing down. The coach is not afraid to call that blitz, and he will send that middle linebacker right up the middle, and they will blitz from the corner. They will put pressure on the quarterback. So again, you're going to have to be aware and pick those guys up.
Yep, you're absolutely right. In the 3-4, really it essentially leaves you with 2 middle linebackers. You got the 2 inside linebackers. Probably against the type of offense we'll run, one of those outside backers is going to be out covering one of our receivers. But you're probably going to have 2 of those interior guys, and look out because either one of those 2 could come flying up the middle. or both. But I know we'll be prepared for that. And compared to some of the film that I was watching of Dixon in this last week, our offense is going to be a little bit, if we run the same kind of offenses we've been running so far, it's going to be a little different than what Dixon has seen against Hugo, against Medill. So we're going to spread those guys out, obviously, more than they're used to being spread out.
Right.
And so those inside backers are probably not going to be able to blitz a lot, but they will be able to some.
Well, and I think you go back and watch the Washington game, that was probably the game where they really got tested from having that many skilled wideout receivers like the Leopards have, and they struggled to be able to keep up with them. So I think that's probably where I think the Leopards will have some success tonight to be able to throw the ball. And, again, doing that opens up that running game. And so we'll talk about the starters here in a little bit and realize we're going to get Dutton Taylor back tonight apparently. He of course, had that concussion that happened in the first half of the Atoka game, sat out the Marlowe game last week. But he's the concussion hasn't been the struggle this last week. He's got a groin injury that's just kind of nagging him, and it's sore and it bothers him. And Coach Embry wasn't sure. It was almost going to be like a game-time decision. But he was taking snaps with the first-team offense out there earlier, so it looks like Dutton Taylor will be a go tonight. We still will not have our starting center in Maxon Simonton. He's out one more week, but talked to Maxon yesterday. He'll be back next week when we go over to Lexington. But this is again, this has been a banged-up team this season, all over. And again, we lost Caden, and several of these guys. But with that, we've got the Pride of Lindsay on the field. We're actually got a prayer going on right now, so we're going to send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with your starting lineups and the kickoff between the Lindsay Leopards and the Dickson Comets right after this on KBLP Live.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word spoken in love and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
Welcome back to Burford Field. Greg Perry, Andrew Lyon, as we get set for Week 5. And the Lindsay Leopards and the Dickson Comets here in Lindsay tonight as it is homecoming here tonight in Lindsay. The captains are getting ready to head out onto the field for the coin toss. And we'll talk a little bit about the Dickson Comets and what we may expect to see from them from a starting standpoint. There's some confusion on some of the guys we've seen play up front and around in places, but talk about their skill players, Andrew. I think we probably can nail them down pretty close.
Yep.
But the quarterback will be number 12, Colby Paulson. He's a 6 foot, 170-pound junior. The running backs, again, there's 3, and they'll rotate a couple of guys in there, but number 0 is DeJuan Williams. He is a 5'10", 180-pound senior. Number 1 is Austin Hart. He's a 5'10", 190-pound senior. You'll also see number 16 back there, De'Eric Drain, and he's just a freshman, 6 foot, 165 pounds. And he has some wheels. If he ever gets to be open, he can get going. But the wingback is number 5. And that's Jalen Douglas. He's a 5'11", 155-pound sophomore, and he also can get moving if he ever gets out into the open. So those are the guys that we will see primarily in the backfield for Dixon. They'll start number 88, Colby Casas. He is a 6'3", 210-pound senior at one tight end. And then I've seen number 3, Terry Arbuckle, the 5'10", 165-pound senior at a tight end. Number 10 is Kobe Hillis. He's also a senior, 5'10", 190 pounds. He'll play a tight end at times. Again, they play a lot of these guys in and out. But that's primarily the guys that we'll probably be calling names for tonight for Dixon. The head coach for the Comets is Matt Suffel. He is assisted by Tyler Day, Lance Bryan, Gary Gorley, Irvin McGee, Stephen Mapp, and Laramie Isley. They come in 1-3 on the season, as do the Lindsay Leopards. And the Leopards tonight we'll start and look at the offense first and start with those guys in the skill positions and talk about the quarterback, number 3, Isaac Cameron. He's a 6'1", 178-pound sophomore. At running back will be number 2, Dutton Taylor. He's a 6 foot, 190-pound junior. At the wideout spots, we'll start with the senior, number 16, Parker Nunley. He's a 6'1", 195-pound senior. Number 23, Manuel Aguero. Aguero, a 5'4", 175-pound junior. Number 12 is Will Lawrence. He's a 5'11", 190-pound sophomore. And number 22 is Riker McCulley, 5'9", 141-pound freshman. And we'll talk about the guys up front. And starting in that center spot with Simonton out will be number 58, Hannibal Hines. He's a 5'11", 210-pound senior. Over on the left side at guard is number 77, Dennis DeGaring. He is a 6'4", 290-pound junior. At left tackle will be number 75, Caleb Snow. He's a 6'1", 240-pound junior. At right guard, number 53, Keegan Gibson, 6'1", 210-pound junior. And at right tackle, number 54, Scott Jones, a 6'2", 205-pound sophomore. Get to the defensive side of the ball, and we'll start on that front line. And again, looks like a coach was probably going to go to that 4-3 against that run game. And so when we start talking about the defensive line, we'll talk on the inside. Number 53, Keegan Gibson. He'll go both ways along with Hannibal Hines. They'll be the 2 inside guys. We look at the defensive ends. Number 8, Gus Torres, a 6'3", 250-pound junior. On the other end will be number 54, Scott Jones, a 6'2", 205-pound sophomore. 3 linebackers in there. Number 10, Lucky Booth. Lucky was out last week. Did not have Lucky. So we get Lucky Booth back tonight. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior. Number 26 is Crew Flood, the 5'11", 160-pound freshman. And the other linebacker, number 6, Tug Fott. He's a 6'2", 220-pound junior. Back into the secondary, and we'll go to the corners. Number 21, Melvin McDonald. He's a 6'3", 175-pound senior. Other corner is the quarterback also, number 3, Isaac Cameron. And then we talk about the safeties. Manny Aguero is one of those safeties. And the other one is number 17, Eli Curry. Curry, a 5'11", 147-pound sophomore. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Embry. He is assisted by Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Matt Lane, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, Tyler Sharp, and student assistant Ty Ferguson. And the Leopards also come into the game tonight, 1-3 on the season. Coin toss, Andrew, what happened?
Dixon won the coin toss, elected to defer, and they decided to defend the west end zone. So we'll be getting the ball first, and they'll get it after halftime.
All right. Well, glad that you are with us here on KBLP Live. Again, my name is Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon alongside of me, J.D. Scruggs over on the live stream. We've got Eric Bearden and Kevin Scruggs running the camera up top, and Colton Harrell handling the FDM side at our studios in beautiful downtown Lindsay. And it's a beautiful night for football here in Lindsay.
Little on the warm side, if I'm honest.
Well, okay. but the sun's down now.
It is, and it's nice in here.
The Leopards will send Aguero back deep to get this one underway. And I put all of my pregame stuff away, including my rosters, which makes it very tough for me to be able to tell you who's doing what. Number 18 is Tyler Mazingo. He is the kicker or is teeing it up at least for the Comets. I saw Dixon not afraid to try the onside kick either several times.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be prepared for that. Still waiting for officials to be ready to go here, and we're underway. This one will be short, and Aguero will take it at the 20, the 25, looking for a move. He got to the left at the 30, the 35, slung forward at the 40, and he'll have it out near the 41-yard line. Good starting field position for the Leopards for their first possession.
You bet. Nice little run back. Starting within 10 yards of the 50. You can't ask for much better than that. Yeah. And we hung on to the football.
Hung on to the football. We fumbled away the first kickoff at Marlowe the other night.
Yep.
So.
And that tackle was made by number 7, Taquilon Maxwell. I hope I'm saying that right. Apologies if I didn't.
And we're going to start with Torres in the slot. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Dutton in the backfield. Now McCulley will go left, leave a single receiver right, and they'll give it to Taylor on the sweep left. Cuts it upfield. He's at midfield. He gets across to the still dragging defenders with him to the 43-yard line.
And that is a good way to start a ball game right there with a first down. Brought down by a couple of Dixon defenders there. I'm going to give that one to number 2, Easton Peoples.
So Taylor's first carry is a 15-yard down to the 42-yard line of Dixon. 1st and 10 Leopards. Pass out into the flat.
Oh.
Just in front of Aguero as they tried to set up that wide receiver screen out here, and completes the pass, but he loses yardage. And that's a pretty – did they call it incomplete? They must have, because they spotted it back at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 for the Leopards at the Dixon 42. Trips right, Dutton the lone setback. Aguero in motion right to left, flip it to him. Tries to get to the edge, and he will not get there.
Man, he just should have cut that inside of Torres's block out there. Torres was hooked up on a man out there, shoving him toward the sideline, and if he'd have just cut it inside, he could have broke that for a few more yards.
So this brings up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Leopards. They'll go trips right. Torres will line up tight end left. Dutton to the right of Cameron, and they go the hard count, and they got Dixon to jump. So the first penalty of the game, and it'll be on Dixon defense, and that'll give the Leopards a little easier manageable 3rd down and make it 3rd and 5 and move the ball to the 37-yard line.
We will take the free yards, that is for sure.
So McCulley, Lawrence, and Aguero are all split wide right. Torres is tight end left. Again, single back. Taylor right up the middle. Spin move. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. Still on his feet. It's a 20 to the 10 to the 5, and he will take it to the house. Touchdown, Dutton Taylor from 37 yards out.
Man, nice run. And I didn't see much evidence of a groin injury on that one.
I didn't.
That spin move was smooth, and he was gone.
So the Leopards take the opening kickoff, and they will go 58 yards, do it in 5 plays. Go for the 2-point conversion. Low snap. Cameron comes up with it. Now looking to get rid of the ball, and he's not going to be able to. They'll drop him for the loss, so the 2-point conversion is no good. But with 10:36 left to go in the first quarter, the Leopards strike first. They lead 6-0 over the Dickson Comets. Send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
So the Leopards take the opening kickoff, and they'll take it down 58 yards for the score and take, just a little over a minute and a half off the clock, 2 minutes. Crew Flood has it teed up to kick it away for the Leopards. Back deep for the Dickson Comets is number 5, Jalen Douglas. And this one will be taken by the up back. That is a number 7, Maxwell. He heads right and gets to the edge and it dropped down. Yeah, the kicker again making the tackle down there. As Flood apparently comes up with that tackle and just shy of the 35-yard line where the Comets will have their first possession. 10:30 left to go here in the first quarter.
I know I've said it several times before, but I just love it when the kicker goes down and makes a tackle.
He just has a nose for the ball.
He does.
And they're actually going to have a wide receiver right, slot left, double tight end, and they're going to use the quarterback as number 18.
Uh-oh. He's loose.
And he's loose, headed left. He's at midfield at the 40. Cuts back and got down at the 35. Aguero caught the Leopards off guard there, and he made that cutback and got all the way to the Leopard 35-yard line.
Yeah, we had a defender on him at the first level there, and he just ran right through that arm tackle. And I'll be honest with you, if he didn't cut that back right there, he could have beat Manny around the outside or along the sideline.
So 1st and 10 for the Comets. Big run on first down. And that way.
Good job, Keegan Gibson.
Number 20 is Xander Schreiber, who carried the ball there. And so far, neither of the guys that we expected to be in the backfield carrying the ball have carried the ball.
Yep, that's right. I didn't have
Schreiber at all.
No, I didn't in my notes at all either. So I had him playing defensive line mainly.
Back the ball up to the 36. 2nd and 11, and yep, that is Mazingo with the carry. Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
And Big Gus Torres making the stop there for the Leopards. Both him and all these defensive linemen, I think, have done very, very well. Torres and Keegan have been standouts in the last few games. They've really been getting into the backfield and messing things up. So hopefully if we can get ahead in through the first level of the offensive line, you can catch those guys as they're coming across the particularly the wing back as he's coming across. If you can get out in front of him, you can really foul up a play.
Well, Douglas is going to split wide right. Hart's going to line up in the slot left. 2-back set. Paulson rolls to his right and throws out in the flat, but way off target, intended out there for Douglas. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 at the Leopard 35, and obviously going to go for it here on 4th down. Drain will be in the backfield back there along with Williams. Hart also back there as Douglas stays in at that slot. And we're going to have a timeout called by Dixon. 8:27 left to go here in the first quarter. Dixon faces a 4th down and 10 at the Leopard 35 when we come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198, and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
4th and 10 for the Comets at the Leopard 35. They're going to send Hart and Williams both out, or Douglas, wide right. 2-back set, Polson trying to look for the double moves, got Hart and well overthrown out there in the flat. Tried to fake the bubble screen out there for Douglas and go deep to Hart, but the Leopards will get it back on the turnover on downs, and they'll be at their own 35.
Yeah, pretty good defense there. Torres was about 6 yards deep in the backfield in very short order right there, messing things up.
Let's see if the Leopards can do this again. They will bring Maverick Dodson in. He'll line up in the backfield along with Taylor. Aguero is going to be split right, and we're going to have a timeout called as there was some confusion on the offense side here. So the Leopards will call a timeout. 8:22 left to go here in the first quarter. Let's take it with them. We're back to Burford Field right after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Boris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
Twins either side for the Leopards as they face a 1st and 10 from their own 35. And now they'll switch it out, bring 2 into the backfield, and bring Dutton Taylor into the backfield. Go tight end left, trips right. Aguero back in motion. And, quarterback keeper wide open for Cameron. He's at the 45, and he's up to the 49-yard line. Everybody went with the motion, and that left a wide open middle of the field for Cameron.
I thought he gave to Manny going the other way. That was a good fake.
14 yards out to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 Leopards.
And that was number 16, DeEric Drain on the tackle.
Lawrence, Aguero, and McCulley will all go split left. Taylor in the backfield with Cameron. Dodson is tight end right. Option play. Pitch it back to Taylor, spin move, and then driven out of bounds, but into Comet territory at the 47-yard line, looks like. May mark it to 48. I think they gave him the 47. Pick up a 4, 2nd down 6.
Good hard stick there by number 20, Xander Schreiber. Unfortunately, knocking down our running back.
Trips left, tight end right. Cameron from the shotgun. This time a hard count doesn't draw anything. Taylor will move over to the left of Cameron from that shotgun. Right up the middle, Taylor, all kinds of contact and nowhere to go.
Nope, ran into a wall there, and that wall was number 10, Kobe Hillis, from the inside linebacker position there.
So no gain on the play, make it 3rd down and 6. Might have got a half yard out of that, but maybe 3rd and a long 5. Lawrence is going to be the lone receiver right now. Aguero is to the left. McCulley will move right as well. Dodson lines up in the slot. Taylor in the backfield. Cameron gives it to Taylor right up the middle, and again stopped short. The Leopards will have a decision to make here. They'll give his progress to the 42-yard line, and he'll be a yard short. Not much of a decision here. 4th and 1. They'll go for it.
Dixon defense bowing up pretty good here. Good play by those linebackers. That was, I believe, Zero making that tackle to Juan Williams from the outside linebacker position.
Give it to Taylor. No, I'm sorry, that's Flood in the backfield, and I don't think he got it. They're going to mark him for no gain on the play. And the Leopards will turn over on downs.
There you go, Dixon getting the stop, showing that they're not here to play around.
So 6:02 left here in the first. Dixon gets the ball back. They're on 40, call it the 42-yard line. And they will bring that same two tight wing. Hart in motion and give it to him headed right, and he'll get a couple of yards out to the 44-yard line. And somebody caught him from behind. Let's see who it is when he gets up off the bottom of the pile there.
And I think that was Hannibal, number 58, Hannibal Hines, chasing the wingback from behind. Good athletic play there by Hannibal.
So a couple of yards there for Austin Hart. Makes a 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 44-yard line. Again, under center. Douglas in motion. Pitch it to him to sweep going right. Cuts up inside, and he'll get near midfield. I think they'll mark him just shy at the 49. So give him 5 on that. It's still going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Aguero with the tackle there.
Big 3rd down play here. Leopard defense really needs to come up with a stop. Polson in at the quarterback. Too tight. Wing left. 2 backs. And right up the middle. And the first down as the pile is pushed into Leopard territory down to the 45-yard line. You talked about that 1,700 pounds of man up front, those guys across that line, and they literally just pushed that whole thing all the way to the Leopard 45.
They did. They had their way with us on that one, right up the middle, bringing the whole student body up the middle, so extra blockers and all.
Again, right up the middle over that right side, and short gain. I think that is, see if I can see who had the ball carrier there. I think 0. That was DeJuan Williams. Picks up a couple.
Hannibal Hines came up with another tackle there. That's 3 for him so far. He's doing a job tonight.
2nd down and 8. Too tight, wing left. Olsen under center. And again, that quick hitter right up the middle. Yeah. I mean, they are through there before you even realize where they're at. And Williams gets a good gain down to the 35 and might be enough for the 1st down. And they do give him the 1st down out of that.
All right, we're going to have to bow up here, get tough in the middle.
1st and 10 Comets. They're at the Leopard 35. Clock runs with 3:25 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Polson brings them to the line again with 2 tight ends, wing left, 2 backs. Polson under center. Leopards bring the pressure when flags fly, and they didn't blow. The play did. Makes me wonder if that's not an offside for the Leopards. I don't know.
Yep, not sure. It was Scott Jones there finishing that tackle.
And false start. So that play will see if what coach decides to do here. The play was a loss of a yard or 2. So maybe you decline this penalty and take them to 2nd and 12.
It's declined.
Yep, I think he's going to decline it and leave it the loss of 2 back to the 37-yard line. I'll make it 2nd and 12. Douglas brings the play in. Hart will check out. Schriever will be in the backfield. Fake it, and he's rolling right. Polson's got room. He's just going to tuck it and run down that sideline. He'll get run out of bounds over there. See where they mark him out on that far sideline, just shy of the 1st down marker. He's down near the 25, but they're going to mark him out at the 27-yard line. So he picks up 10, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I feel like this is a big third down here as far as momentum goes. If we can get a stop here, get a little jolt of energy.
Right up the middle, Williams, and he gets stood up right at the 25-yard line, though he may have enough for the first down. And he will. 1st and 10 at the 25.
I couldn't tell who the Leopard defender was there that got hands on him almost immediately. And he was just able to run through that initial contact. And Dutton Taylor finished that one. His first tackle of the night so far.
Hart lines up wing left. Now we've got Polson out wide right. They'll do the shotgun snap. And right up the middle goes number 16. That's Drain. And Drain gets to the 19-yard line, picks up 6 yards. Almost the Wildcat there. Direct snap back to Drain. Second down and 4. This time, direct snap, and we're going to get a false start as the flags fly. That time they had a direct snap back to Williams in the shotgun, but that false start will make it a second down and 9 now and move the ball back to the 24-yard line.
We're going to have to get these guys down on that first contact. Unfortunately, they're getting 3-4 yards a pop.
They are. They're finding that gap. That's, again, as Coach talked about, Coach Embry said that there's a lot of gaps that you've got to fill, and they're managing to find something.
Yeah,
they're going to go 2 receivers to the right this time, single back with Polson under center. Pitch it to Williams. He heads right, cuts it up, and he'll be brought down. But, again, near that first down marker at the 15-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. And they're going to give it to him again. 9 yards on that one.
This is the old 4 yards in a cloud of dust offense here.
Yep.
We've just flat out have to resist that initial surge. They're just getting a good push off the line.
Again, direct snap comes back to Drain. Gets inside the 15. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 12. Picks up 3 more. Second down and 7. Play in from the sideline. Polson under center, wing left, 2 backs. And again, right up the middle, and that one I think was and that pile still getting pushed forward, and he may get all the way to the end zone. He is close.
Goodness.
I mean, they pushed him all the way to the end zone.
Wow.
And Dixon's thinking they've got a touchdown. You can hear the
no, they're marking it short.
Yep, they're marking him
about
at
6
the 1.
inches short.
But that was 11 yards. Now they're going to hurry up, try to catch the Leopards off guard here. They're going to do the quarterback sneak, and I think the Leopards stopped them. Nope, they're getting in. They're giving him a touchdown.
Shoot.
Polson with the quarterback sneak from a yard out. And I missed who carried that one that got pushed all the way to the pile got pushed there, who actually got that big 11-yard gain there. But
that was that was quite a push.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything quite like that.
And not sure.
Well, there's whistles. Do you see a flag?
I don't see a flag, but for some reason, when they snapped the ball, it was like they weren't ready on the offense, but I didn't see why. And the kick on the way from Nzingo, and it is up and good. And Dixon, with the final play of the first quarter, takes the lead 7-6 over the Lindsay Leopards. We will send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
In our community, we believe in the power of unity and strength. Introducing the Pass Drug Free Coalition and a group of dedicated individuals committing to creating a drug-free environment. We work tirelessly to educate, empower, and support our community in the fight against drug abuse. Through preventions, programs, awareness campaigns, and partnership, we've made a significant impact. Join us in our mission to create a drug-free community together. We can make a difference. Visit our social media accounts or email us today to find out how you can get involved. Let's go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
So Dixon, after the Leopards turn it over on downs, take it at their own 42. They went 58 yards on their scoring drives. Leopards went 58 as well, but it took them 14 plays. But they take the lead 7-6 as the final play of the first quarter. So we are starting the second quarter with Tyler Mazingos has it teed up for the Comets. And waiting for the officials. Now we get the signal to go. High short kick, and Nunley's going to have to just pounce on it at the 35-yard line, and I think it squirted out from under him there.
Did.
But
they're saying they have it. What's the signal?
I haven't seen the signal from the official yet. It is.
Yes.
It's Dixon
football.
football.
My goodness.
That should have been a pretty easy play, you would think. I thought he had it covered there. But we talked about Dixon not being afraid to do the onside. That one really wasn't a particular onside, but you just got to cover the ball. And the Leopards with another special teams mistake now. Dixon gets the ball back.
With some momentum after that score there.
At the Leopard 36-yard line.
We really got to tighten up right here. We need to get a stop.
Polson, wing left, two backs in the backfield under center. That is number 16, cuts it up inside, avoids a couple of tackles, and finally gets brought down, but near the first down as he'll be right at the 26-yard line.
It's too much.
And Drain is pretty shifty in there, but they mark him just shy of the first down. So bring up a second down and 1. Polson again under center. Two backs with a wing right this time is Martin. It's time to pitch and caught in the backfield, but he got loose and then got wrapped up again. Flood had him, got away from him, but Aguero and Cameron looked like they were there to help clean things up. And they're going to let him have some forward progress there because they're marking him at the original line of scrimmage, but
it didn't sure didn't look like forward progress.
I didn't think so either.
Like he made any progress there.
Yeah. I thought he lost a yard or two on that one. So third down and a yard. Polson under center. Wing left. And fumble on the ground. It's covered up by Dixon. Drain looks like he was the one that fell on it. That one does lose a couple of yards. They'll be back to the 28-yard line, a loss of 1. So now you've got a 4th down and 2. Leopard defense really needs to bow up right here.
Yeah, here's where you need your leaders to get these guys pepped up and help them understand the gravity of the situation here and how much we need this one.
Hillis and Schreiber bring the play in from the sideline. Martin slot left. Polson under center. 4th and 2. And give it to Martin right up the middle. He's got the first down and more. He'll be near the 22-yard line after a gain of 6 on the play.
I'm going to say that was Dutton Taylor, primary tackler there.
Williams back in. Schreiber will stay. Martin checks out.
So now your defense is 2 series is in here. Lots of plays. They're getting a little gassed.
Wide receiver either side this time, and from the shotgun, the direct snap back to Williams, and he goes right up the middle of the field and picks up 5 yards. Gets down to the 16-yard line.
Dutton Taylor again with the tackle.
Officially 6 yards there on the Wildcat. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Again, they'll send the wide receiver left, wide receiver right. From the shotgun, Williams, same play right up the middle. This time the Leopards have him. No gain on the play. Should bring up a 3rd down and 4.
I believe that was number 50 there on the tackle, Caven Hunter. His first of the night.
Clock runs with 8:40 left in the first quarter. Dixon has a 7-6 lead as Hart will bring the play in from the sideline for the Comets. Polson at quarterback. Wing left, too tight. Give it to number 16, that is Drain. And Drain, again, gets the pile pushed forward, and he'll get to near the 12-yard line. I think he'll be a little short. I can't tell. Nope, they're going to give it to him. They'll mark it at the 11-yard line, a pickup of 5 and a first down.
Going to have to figure this out.
Yep, they're going to have to stop this run game somehow.
This is the game Dixon has played in every bit of film that I've seen. Just 4 or 5 yards of whack.
Right up the middle again. Stood up this time. Nowhere to go. Find out, I believe that was the number 20 Schreiber on that carry, and there was nowhere to go that time. Although they do give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. The ball at the 10-yard line. Williams back into the backfield. Too tight end look. Williams with Polson under center. Martin on the motion, but they give it up the middle, and short gain of a couple before he gets pushed backwards there, and I think that was Williams on the carry. But he still gets down to the 7-yard line. That's still pick up of 3, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Again, 4-down territory here for the Comets, but the Leopards really need to keep them out here. Wing left, too tight. Under center is Polson. Hard count, and Leopards don't jump across. And they'll give it to Drain, looking for the edge.
Oh, good tackle!
He tripped up in the backfield. Huge play back there. Is that Taylor?
Dutton Taylor. Wow. Good play.
Yeah, big-time play there. Saves a long run, possibly a touchdown, and, in fact, the loss now back to the 8-yard line is going to make it a 4th down and closer to 7 now.
So Dutton Taylor was questionable tonight. He was down on our list from Coach Hembry to play one way tonight, and he's playing both ways and at 6 tackles.
So Coach Suffolk waits till the play clock reaches close to 0 and calls a timeout here with facing a 4th down and a long 6 at the Leopard 8-yard line. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Polson from the shotgun, and the flags fly. If this is a false start, this is huge. And illegal substitution on Comets, so that will back them up, and this is big for this Leopard defense now with that moving the ball back to the 13-yard line. So now you're facing a 4th and 12. Polson again, back to pass, rolling to his right. He's looking for Douglas in the end zone, and he's got it.
Look at that.
Jumped up and grabbed it out of the air right in front of the Leopard defender, and I didn't see who was covering that. Was that Cameron?
It was Cameron, yep. I mean, it was a perfectly thrown ball on the inside shoulder right in the corner of the end zone. That's a difficult one to defend. Cameron was there, but just a well-placed ball and a good catch by a guy who's mostly been playing the wingback position from what I've seen. Lined him up out there and got him 6.
Extra point try, and the Leopards offside there as Tug Fott tried to get a head start from that left end. And that looks like they're going to go for 2 now. Move that ball closer. And Coach Suffel looking like he may send the offense back out there and go for 2 here. And the problem with this kind of offense is the Leopards haven't had the ball. I mean,
how much clock have they eaten up?
It's been a bunch. And Drain cannot find anywhere to go, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 5:51 left to go in the first, Dixon has extended their lead over the Leopards to 13-6. We'll take a quick timeout. We will come back to Burford Field after this. You're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Mazinga will tee it up for the Comets as they've taken a 13-6 lead over the Leopards. 5:51 left to go here in the first half, and that drive, that took over 6 minutes off the clock.
Yeah,
their drive before that took 6 minutes off the clock.
Wow.
So they've used up 12 minutes. They've used up a full quarter of this first over that because they had another drive that took a couple of minutes off as well. So another high short kick. This one is a fair catch called for.
Tug Fott.
And they'll mark it at the 33-yard line, looks like. So the Leopard offense with plenty of time here, but need to get something going here offensively. Took that opening drive in for 58, but then turned it over on downs after a fourth, basically a 3-and-out or a 4-and-out, and then muffed that kickoff after Dixon scored and gave them a short field to work from.
Well, they've had a good rest now. We'll see if they can manufacture something on this drive.
Cameron with an empty backfield, and the Leopards jump. Had McCully coming in motion right to left, but couldn't get the snap back there, and so the Leopards with a false start will back up to the 28-yard line and have a 1st and 15.
Yeah, these little boo-boos like this where they have you starting behind the chains, we saw that quite a bit at Marlow last week, and it just really messes up the playbook a little bit.
And I was wrong. They were at the 28, not the 33. Now it's back at the 23. Get my yard lines correct. Now they bring McCully in motion and fake it to him. Cameron keeps it himself right up the middle. He'll get across the 30 to the 31 or 32-yard line. He'll pick up 8.
Nice little run there. Good push off the line. Opening up a pretty big hole for him.
2nd down and 7. And did give him the 32. So closer to a 2nd down, maybe 6. In motion, Aguero from left to right, and we've got flags again. And the big hit on Aguero as he ends up losing yardage there, but we've got a flag right at the line of scrimmage out here at the start of the play. I don't know if this is an offsides or if it's a false start. They didn't blow the play dead. But again, if it's a false start, you're supposed to blow the play dead.
Yeah, and that's, you get kids possibly unnecessarily hurt if you don't blow that dead, but they let it go. We saw that against Pauls Valley a few times.
So we'll see what Coach Suffel does here. Now, again, the play actually lost yardage. So you may see him decline a 5-yard penalty here and send the Leopards to 3rd down. Yeah, and they do decline the penalty, but again, that play should have been blown dead. There shouldn't have been a loss on the play, but they do mark it at the 31-yard line, or excuse me, the 29-yard line, loss of 3. 3rd and 9. Cameron looks to pass. Oh, wide open Taylor out of the backfield, and he dropped it. And he dropped it. Had it wide open and a blocker in front of him. That might have been 6, and Taylor drops it and brings up a 4th down and 9.
That's a bummer there.
That one was one where he knew how wide open he was, and he was ready to run before he got it caught.
Right here in front of the home crowd. And it was just too easy. We've seen that a bunch.
So Cameron backs up into punt formation, 5:02. Another 3-and-out for the Leopards. Good snap. Gets off a nice punt. Hart's just going to let it go. Gets a big bounce out of that.
That's a very good punt.
Goes all the way down to nearly the 20-yard line.
I think that's as good as I've seen Cameron do. That was good.
About as good as punt as he's had all year, so they'll mark it right at the 20. But Dixon back on the field with 4:53 left to go here in the first half, and they lead 13-6. And if they're on 20, they could easily run out this clock with that running game if the Leopards don't come up with a stop here. And, of course, Dixon will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking here. They shouldn't – if we don't bow up on this one and they run 4 minutes 53 off and get into the end zone, they get it right back, and we're gonna buy them then. They are controlling this clock.
Big time. Too tight, wing left. Polson under center. Again, right up the middle. This time the Leopards do bow up. Push the pile backwards. Pretty good spot for a forward progress there because they're giving him 2 yards on that play to the 22. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. And I think that was Williams that came up off the bottom there of the ball carrier.
Well, that seems generous. Dutton stuck him right
in the hole.
Right in the hole, so it shouldn't have been more than a half a yard, in my opinion, if any.
Drain checks out. Hillis is in the backfield along with Drain. This time right up the middle again. The Leopards again with pretty good stop there. And they're marking him at the 24-yard line, so a couple of more yards there for Williams. Third and they do mark him at the 25-yard line. 3rd and 5. They'll stay with that 2 tight end, wing left. Polson under center. And coming around.
There we go. Torres.
Torres in the backfield. Hart nowhere to go, and they're going to push him backwards. They'll give him the 23 with the forward progress, which will be a loss of 2 and going to bring up a 4th down and 7. And the Leopard defense did exactly what they needed to do.
And that was Keegan Gibson finishing that one off after Torres initially stopped the play.
Stood him up.
Very nice job by the D-line there.
So with 3 minutes left, the clock runs here, but the Leopards are about to get it back as Aguero will be inside of his own 40. Hart, I believe, is typically their punter and should be back in punt formation inside of his own 15. And they may take a delay here, and actually they'll call a timeout to save the delay. But 2:41 left, and the Leopards hopefully Dixon can get the ball back here. But we'll keep it here for this one. I
misspoke, too. That was 54 Scott Jones finishing that off. I think I said Keegan, but I want to get that right.
Get that right. Tonight, got a lot of games going on around the area. We'll talk about some of those coming up at halftime, but we'll start out in Class 5A, Newcastle on the road at Midwest City. The Blanchard Lions, who are number 4 in the state in 4A, are hosting Bethany, who's number 5 in the state. That'll be a good matchup there in Blanchard tonight. Number 12, Clinton, hosting Bridge Creek. Down in 3A, the number 3 ranked Pauls Valley Panthers are on the road at number 6 Plainview tonight. Kingfisher hosting the Purcell Dragons. And then we'll talk about Washington, Marietta, Crossings and Little Axe, Marlow and Lexington, Dibble. All the area teams coming up at halftime. Make sure you stick around for that. Again, Austin Hart, number 1, back in punt formation. Aguero back inside. Now backs up inside of his own 25, and it's a high, short kick. This one won't even reach midfield unless it takes a big bounce, which it did. And then it'll be downed by number 7, Takeeton Maxwell, at the Leopard 42-yard line. So the Leopard defense comes up with the stop. The Leopard offense now with 2:33 left to see if they can get something on the board before halftime. Good field position at their own 42 to get it done.
Yeah, glad to see the defense getting a stop there. Those were 2 very long, drawn-out drives that they had to deal with a while ago. So glad to see them with some success and getting the turnover.
Twins either side. Cameron from the shotgun. That is Flood. Makes a move. He's at the 50. Cuts it outside at the 45. Up the sideline. Gets cut from behind. And there's a horse collar as he's rubbed out of bounds at the 40 to 39. But they're going to add 15 more on the end of that. See exactly where they spot him out of bounds over there. I think they're going to say the 39-yard line. So that is a 16-yard run from Crew Flood. But you're going to add 15 more on the end of that. So that'll move the ball all the way down to the 20, should be the 24-yard line if my math works right.
And that was Takeeton Maxwell on the tackle over there. And credited with the horse collar.
Twins either side. Cameron again back to pass. The double move. He's got Aguero in the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards! Well, there's a flag late. Hang on. Let's make sure they don't get a push off on Aguero here.
I'm afraid it might be. It wasn't a hard one, but it was a subtle little push maybe.
Pass interference called on the Leopards. Take that 6 off the board.
That hurts.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, unfortunately, if there's any arm extension at all, I mean, he didn't push him much, but if they see any arm extension at all, they're going to get you, especially if it's right there in front of the stripes.
So that should be 10 yards, moves it back to the, is it 15? I thought pass interference was just 10. They mark it at the 39-yard line, so it's 1st and 25. Empty backfield, Cameron. He's got Flood. He's got it. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. And that was a big-time catch by Crew Flood in traffic.
Yes, it was, and it was actually fairly well defended, kind of a 50-50 ball there that Crew came up with all the way to the house, baby.
Leopards needed all of about 13 seconds, 23 seconds, I'm sorry, to make that one happen. Timeout is called by the Leopards with 2:10 left. They want them to come up with make sure they get this 2-point conversion in right here. They've closed the gap now, trail by 1, 13-12.
Well, I like to see us open it up a little bit with the pass. We didn't do much of that last week, or weren't able to do much of that last week. I'm glad to see us having some success and getting some different guys involved in the passing game. I like it.
Well, and I'll think about our passing game, and I don't have my numbers here, but by and large, everything's gone to Aguero, and everybody knows to focus on Aguero.
Absolutely.
He's our top receiver. And when you get guys looking to double Aguero because of that left that middle of that field wide open for Flood. So the Leopards now with a chance for a 2-point conversion here to take the lead with 2:10 left to go here in the first half. I'll go 2 receivers right. Aguero is the only receiver left. Taylor in the backfield. Aguero in motion. Fake it to him. Cameron keeps it himself, and he's not going to make it. I think that was that Baker, 77, that got in?
It appeared to be 71 with the tackle.
71,
there.
okay.
Randy Turner. Yep.
But as it is, the Leopards still trail by 1, 2:10 left to go, but it is 13-12, Dixon with the lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay. South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center.
So Flood will tee it up for the Leopards. They came back and scored on a 3-play drive. Crew Flood with a big run, and then Crew Flood with a touchdown catch on that drive. And now he'll kick it away with 2:10 left. Kind of short in the middle of the field. Takes a bounce, and the Leopards tried to get there, but it will be covered there by number 16, De'Eric Drain.
All right, here we go. Let's
Leopard
get us another.
Defense got to come up with another stop.
Need another stop here. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. They got a little wind in their sails now.
Right. So 1st and 10, Comets. They have it their own 33-yard line. Hart will go wide left. Douglas will also go out there. Polson was back on either side of him in the backfield. Back looking for the screen out there to Hart. And he cannot get away from the Leopard defenders. They'll stop him for a short gain on the wide receiver screen out there.
That was Melvin McDonald with the tackle out there at the cornerback position. And Melvin was really tested last week. I'm sure he's happy to get his first tackle under his belt tonight, although he has helped out on a number of tackles on these run plays. But good to properly defend a pass play for the first time tonight.
Pickup of 2 on the play to the 30-yard line. And this time the wingback again stopped.
Nice
Maybe
stick.
dropped for a yard loss to the 29.
Let's see when he gets up. I believe that was Caven Hunter, and it was number 50. Great stick.
And yeah. So Douglas loses a yard on the play, and they gave him the 30, so they're going to say 3rd down and 8. Right up the middle again. The Leopard defense starting to figure some things
Yes,
out,
sir.
I think.
We're stacking them up now.
And the Leopards call a timeout. 48 seconds left on the clock as this will be a 4th and long as Williams stopped for see where they put the ball down. I kind of tell if it's at the 32, which would be a 2-yard pickup, make it 4th and 6. The Leopards call the timeout. That'll give me a chance to tell you about some of the other games that I didn't get to mention a while ago. We talked about Dibble hosting CCS tonight. Number 1 ranked Washington is hosting Marietta tonight. It's homecoming in Washington tonight as well. Little Axe at Crossings Christian, and the Marlowe Outlaws are on the road at Lexington tonight. Rush Springs is hosting Elmore City. Wayne hosting Wilson out of Class A. Down to Class B, the Ellick Longhorns on the road at Empire, and then Central Marlowe and Maysville played last night. We'll get you that score coming up at halftime as well. Punt formation for Hart. Aguero stands at his own 35, 48 seconds left before halftime, and flags.
Got a flag.
And we're going to have a false start again on the Comets, and that'll back them up to the 27-yard line.
Going back quickly to the some of the area games, I had my eyeballs on Jones-Millwood tonight. That's a number 4 versus number 2 matchup. Thought that would be a barn burner. So far, that's 27-zip in Millwood's favor in the second quarter. So Millwood may be, once again, the real deal.
The real deal. So Hart now backs up inside of his own 20 to punt this one away. Really like to see him give Guerrero one that, and a scoreboard went off.
Oh, no.
So, no, there was 48 seconds left, the last I saw.
Yeah, unfortunately, this has happened a time or two before. It was usually we had to reset the breaker to get the thing back on. So
we may keep the last 48 seconds on the clock.
And it's way down in the corner, so expect to see Mr. Ferguson running that way here pretty soon.
So Coach Emery standing with the white hat, I think, trying to decide.
So the tablet that they keep the clock with up here in the booth next to us, it still shows, it looks like they've actually reset it. Unfortunately, if you don't reset it, it still shows everything accurately. So if the board goes down, you still actually have the official everything on the tablet. But we'll give them a minute to figure it out. We may need to go to break. This may take a few minutes.
Well, but I think what they may do with just 48 seconds left, they may keep that time on the field in that final 48 and then fix it at halftime.
And the white hat's running across to, I think he just said, let's go.
Yep.
All right, here we go then.
4th down and 11. Hart to punt it away. And again, a high, short knuckleball, and it will not be returnable, but it'll take a big Dixon bounce. Oh, Aguero thought about that.
He sure wanted it, didn't he?
But it'll roll dead at the Leopard 29-yard line, so the Leopards will have, I want to guess, probably just under 40 seconds left.
I believe I couldn't tell which coach it was, but one of those coaches was telling Manny to get away from that thing.
Get away from there. So at the Leopard 29, the Leopards have it 1st and 10 again. Approximately 40 seconds left in the half here. Cameron fought in at wide receiver. He'll go wide right. Aguero is left. And Taylor a little confused here with where everybody's supposed to be. Trips left. Fought the lone receiver right. Flood sprinting right. He's got blockers in front. He's at midfield and run out of bounds.
Oh.
Big hit over there on the sidelines, but there is Crew Flood, another big run there all the way to the 41-yard line, and he'll pick up 12 and a first down.
And it looked like it was Tug Fought out there, wide receiver on the far side, hooked up with his man and drove him about 10 yards. If Crew had actually cut inside of him, he'd had more yards there.
Trips right, single receiver left is Aguero. Back to pass. Cameron rushed out of the pocket, rolls right, looking downfield, floats it out there, and just overthrew his intended receiver, and that might have been Flood over on that side that he was trying to just kind of float it to down there, but it was falling complete.
And that's a tough throw on the run. It's hard to have the touch when you're running full tilt.
So I'll bring up 2nd down and 10, and they've got the scoreboard back on. 14 seconds left. Clock stopped with that incompletion, though. They'll go twins either side. Taylor in the backfield with Cameron in the shotgun. Now they show 6 seconds left. Cameron hit as he throws, and it tried to come back to it, but.
Well, there's a little time on the clock still.
Still got one final play here. Yeah, they actually said that is the end of the half. So with that, we will send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. Andrew and I will figure out our officially unofficial stats from the first half. Be back with more from Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many leopards and leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your leopard action at home, and don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Schirach with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards! Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Braid Oil, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
James Supplies has been serving the Lindsay community since 1946. We're your home for all your welding, cutting, and compressed gas needs. We offer name brands such as Lincoln, Miller, Victor, Hypertherm, and DeWalt. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 here in Lindsay. We're located at 206 East Cherokee. James Supplies is happy to support our 2024 Lindsay Leopard football team. It's time for our coaches and players' sweat and hard work to pay off. We hope the Leopards have a great season filled with first downs, touchdowns, tackles, and tradition. Join us in cheering the Leopards on this year. Go Leopards!
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
You a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Welcome back to Burford Field. It is halftime, and the Dickson Comets with a 1-point lead over the Lindsay Leopards here at halftime, 13-12, our score. And going over our officially unofficial stats from the first half, we'll start with the Dickson Comets. And they had the ball a bunch there in that first half. 30 plays for them, or 32, 34 total, but 30 of those were on the ground, and they chewed up a bunch of clock unofficially. Just quick numbers as I could add them up. Out of 24 minutes in the first half, they had the ball 18 of those 24 minutes. So that tells you how that run game can really chew up the clock. But they ended up with 30 rush plays, 129 yards on the ground, and had their leading rusher was actually De'Eric Drain, as he had 31 yards on 6 carries. Actually, Tyler Mazingo came in and had a couple of carries for 32 yards as well. Then Austin Hart had the 19 yards on 3 carries. DeJuan Williams, 11 carries, 25 yards there in the first half. But again, 129 on the ground on 30 rush plays for the Comets. They did complete 2 passes. Colby Polson is 2 for 4 for 15 yards in the first half passing. For the Lindsay Leopards, a lot of yardage on the ground, but it seems like things have just – they haven't had much chances at it since Dixon's had the ball so much. But 119 yards on 13 carries, you're averaging, nearly 10 yards a carry when you do that. I know that Andrew will have that number coming up here in a minute, but that's where you get some pretty good work there. But Crew Flood had a big first half, 5 carries, 45 yards. He also had a touchdown catch we'll talk about here in a second. 5 carries for 52 yards for Dutton Taylor. Isaac Cameron had a couple of carries for 22 yards there as well in that first half. But 13 rush plays, 119 yards on the ground for the Leopards. Cameron ends up 1 of 7 passing, 39 yards, but that 39 yards was a touchdown pass to Crew Flood, so that's all the receiving for the Leopards. So again, 158 total yards in the first half for the Leopards compared to 144 for the Comets. With that, we'll send it over to Andrew. We'll talk about some of the defensive numbers.
Thank you. I'll start with the Leopard defense. Leading tacklers tonight, Dutton Taylor with a whopping 7 tackles in the first half.
Wow.
For a guy who's
questionable coming into the game.
Right. He's put on a show there defensively, just making those inside stops. Crew Flood with 4 tonight so far. Hannibal Hines with 3. Gus Torres, Scott Jones, Dennis DeGearing, and Caven Hunter with 2 apiece. So pretty good job there. That's a lot of plays tonight. And I'll give you this number here. 144 total yards is what they've allowed Dixon to gain on 34 total plays. And we've used that old cliche, it's 4 yards in a cloud of dust kind of offense.
Right.
They're averaging 4.2, and that's so that's exactly what that offense is designed to do, and that's exactly what they're getting. So I was proud to see the Leopards get a little bit more resilient there toward the end of that first half. Started out getting gashed pretty good by the Dixon offense, and I was starting to wonder if we were going to be able to make the adjustment we need to make and start getting the stops. I'm thankful to see that they did. And we're right back in this game with a nice pass down there to get that second touchdown. For Dixon, leading tacklers there, Easton Peoples with 3, to Keelan Maxwell with a couple, and a whole host of them with 1 apiece. However, we only had 18 total plays in that first half, so there's not a lot of numbers to spread around. The Leopards gained 158 yards on the Dixon defense. Again, on 18 total plays, that's 8.7 yards per play that the Leopards are averaging. So pretty good there. Not so great for the Dixon defense. Penalties-wise, very lopsided tonight. I'm happy to report that the Leopards only have the 1 penalty for 5 yards. Dixon with 4 penalties, 30 yards total, so it hasn't been a huge factor tonight. However, one of those Dixon penalties fairly costly down here when they were in the red zone, and that helped us keep them out. So there are your defensive stats unofficially.
Well, and I think the 2 numbers that stick out to me on that is that first of all, the fact that the Leopards are holding them to 4 yards of play at the same time, that means every 3 plays you're still getting a first down. Yep. So the Leopards are going to have to shore that up. But when you look at the Leopards averaging 8 yards of play, we just need the ball more.
Yeah.
You've got to get the ball out of that offense that has done nothing but just chew up the clock here in this first half. I really would like to see the Leopards start to get their pass game going. I really think they can probably get some more success there. Again, I think I want to get back to, we had the one muffed kickoff that we ended up giving back to them, and that was a drive we did not get. And I think that drive may have made the difference here in this first half. But I would really like to see us get our pass game going, and I think that would kind of open things up for Taylor and Flood coming out of the backfield. So.
Yep, for sure. I was happy to see we started getting some big bodies on the up front defensively. We've got Dennis in there now. I hate to boil it down to this, but I did allude to it before the game. I mean, there's a lot of mass up front for them. We gotta counterbalance that with big bodies, and putting Dennis in the middle up there. You've got Torres in the middle defensively, and then you've got some pretty good size. Keegan Gibson, I should mention him, good big body guy. So you can get that stalemate, kind of what you're looking for on the line right there. And then we got some linebackers coming up filling those gaps. They were just slicing and dicing through us a little bit early on, but our linebackers and our DBs are now getting in those gaps, filling them. Our big guys up front are actually getting hands on them, standing these guys up, letting the linebackers come in to finish. So a whole different look toward the end of that defensively for the Leopards, and in the right direction.
I agree. I think you're right. They're really starting to figure that out. So I think this second half may look a whole lot different, at least for the Leopard fans. We hope it will. So with that, let's send it back over to JD. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and give you some of our area scores and get you ready to start up for the third quarter coming up after this. This is the First National Bank halftime show from Burford Field here on KBLP Live.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards! Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards! Morris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season.
Back here at halftime, let's run through quickly some of our area scores that might be of interest to you. Number 4 ranked Blanchard Lions hosting the number 5 ranked Bethany Broncos, and Blanchard with a 28-14 lead in the second quarter of that game. Pauls Valley Panthers, number 3 in the state, taking on the road at number 6 Plainview, and Pauls Valley with a 21-14 lead at halftime of that game. Purcell Dragons on the road at Kingfisher. Purcell with a 7-6 lead in the third quarter of that ball game. CCS is at Dibble. CCS with a 14-12 lead at halftime of that game. Washington up big, 49-7 over Marietta. That game, I think, was in the third quarter. Crossings Christian up 35-0 on Little Axe. And Marlow with a 21-zip lead over Lexington. That game last reported in the second quarter. Down to Class A, Elmore City on the road at Rush Springs. Rush with a 13-0 lead. And Wayne is hosting Wilson tonight, and Wilson is up 19-0 in the second quarter of that ball game. The Ellick Longhorns are at Empire tonight, and Empire has a 34-18 lead on the Longhorns. That game also in the second quarter. And mentioned earlier that Maysville actually played last night. They're ranked number 10 in Class C, and Maysville on the road at Central Marlowe defeated Central Marlowe 50-0. That was probably a pretty quick game. I bet that one was over at halftime.
Yep.
But good job for the Maysville Warriors out of Class C. And there are your halftime scores, area scores here from Burford Field, and that has been your First National Bank halftime show here on the KBLP Live. We're just about ready to get the second half underway. We mentioned that Dixon won the coin toss, deferred, so they will get the ball to start this third quarter. The Leopards will kick off. They will be defending the west goal for this third quarter, so the Leopards will be moving right to left on your radio dial if you are tuned in to our FM station 105.1 KBLP. Flood has a line drive.
There's a whistle.
We've got flags, which would appear that maybe the Leopards were offside on the kick. But that is the call. The Leopards are offside on the kickoff, so they'll have to move the ball back to the 35-yard line. And Flood will try it again. We don't have official instant replay, but we can have a replay that I think JD says, maybe the face mask crossed a little early. But the Leopards will kick it off from the 35. This time almost a onside try, but it'll be covered there by number 87. That is Henry Guess.
Yeah, we kicked it to a tight end, so
he's got pretty good hands.
Pretty good hands, we assume.
So Dixon starts with really good field position because they'll be right at midfield. Give him a short field to work from here. I'm not sure if that was an intentional onside or if he caught that on the side of his foot.
I think it was meant to be. He looked like he came at it from a little different angle that time. Just picked the
wrong guy to kick to.
Picked the wrong guy. Yep.
So 1st and 10 Dixon. Again, they'll go wing right, too tight. Douglas, the man in motion, flip it to him, and can't get him in the backfield, and he's got the edge. No, he doesn't.
Way to stretch it.
They stretched that out. I really thought he was going to get that edge turned, but they stuffed him out there.
Who is that over there?
Manny Aguero, according to Mr. Bearden, a camera operator.
Man, that was that's an athletic play, stretching a guy that quick out all the way to the sideline. I'm proud of that one.
Douglas picked up 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. The ball at the Leopard 47-yard line. Up the middle, and they're still driving down the field.
Wow.
Got flags in the backfield, and there is all kinds of shoving, pushing, trying to get the pile to move one way or the other. But hang on, let's see what the flag is. We're going to have an illegal shift called on the Comets. So, again, that's another one that, to me, that's a dead ball. That play should be blown dead, I think, because you're going to mark it from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, either they've made a rule change or I'm not understanding something. But
yeah. Well, you're going to move the ball back to the Comet side of the 50 to the 48-yard line, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 now.
By the way, there were 20 men in that pileup right there.
Holson gives it to Douglas. He's coming around that right side, and a great defensive play. And
is it Cameron over here, looks like? Let's see.
That is Isaac Cameron, who fought off the block and held the player to, 4 yards to the Leopard 48.
That's a good solo tackle right there. Well done, Cameron.
Brings up 3rd down and 8. The Leopard 48-yard line. Williams will trot to the sideline, and Schriever will check in.
By the way, huge hold on that last play on our defensive end over here.
Drain and Schriever in the backfield. Douglas in motion. Flip it to him, going right to left. We've got more flags, and there's another hold that they're not going to call either. I don't know who that was, but trying to get to the ball player couldn't because he was holding his jersey. But we're going to have another illegal shift called on the Outlaws. I got Marlowe on the brain
well,
now.
They're blue.
They are blue, yeah.
They're blue and white.
And we were just there. The Comets and the Leopards are going to decline that penalty because there was see where they actually spot his forward motion. They give him the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. So Hart inside his own 45. Maguero inside of his own 10 to receive the punt. High snap, but Hart gets away. A pretty nice punt this
Beautiful
time.
Punt, yeah.
And Aguero's going to have to just let it go. He could never get it to bounce to him. It'll take a backward hop to the 9-yard line. So the Leopard defense does their job. And with 9:54 left to go in the 3rd quarter, the Leopards will have their first chance here in the 2nd half. Let's see if they figured something out here at halftime. They have a long way to go, though, 91 yards away.
Well, I'd say we had it pretty well figured out there on that last drive. I don't see any need to change anything. Cameron doing a pretty good job throwing the ball.
Got twins either side. Bring a man in motion, flip it to him. We got the reverse.
Double
and
reverse.
Aguero got loose. He's down the sideline, and he'll get run out of bounds short of the 1st down. But did a good job of getting away from the guy that had him in the backfield. And he'll get across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So he picks up 8 on the reverse. Bring up a 2nd down and a long 2. Under center. Right up the middle. Big O! Right across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And is that Taylor?
Yeah, it had to be.
And
carrying guys like that.
And now he comes up gimpy. We've been and he will check out. Number 45, Aiden Turner will check in. Race will come in to replace Taylor. Again, a little shaken up coming into this game. He's had a good game so far, but that one, a big gainer all the way out to the 36-yard line. Picked up 19 yards, but he'll check out.
And Taylor is holding that groin.
And right up the middle, I think that might have been Aguero. Aguero gets basically, they're going to give him a yard to the 37.
That was DeJuan Williams, number 0, with the tackle.
So 2nd down and 9. Leopards have it their own 37. Turner in the backfield. Trips to the right, tight end left. Aguero in motion, cuts it up inside. He's at the 40, the 45. Flags fly in the backfield, though. I think we're going to get a hold, and it's going to bring back a nice run for Manny Aguero. And that's frustrating when we know that we've seen at least 2 or 3 holds on the other side of the ball that didn't get called. And the one time we do, we get a call on a big play like that.
Well, it's a little easier to see when you're spread out like we are, and everything they do offensively is in a wad. A little bit harder to see what's going on.
So that'll back it up to the 27-yard line, make it 2nd and 19 now for the Leopards. Taylor is back in at running back. Trips right. Torres is tied in left, and we're going to just do a quarterback jet sweep left.
Get a block.
And more flags flying
2
in.
of them.
There's flags everywhere out there.
Wow. 3 of them.
I would suspect another hold. I mean, I don't know anything else you would call right there, but I personally didn't see anything coming that play. I don't know what was so egregious that we've got 4 flags laying in the same area there, at least 3.
What was interesting was they all 3 pulled the flag just as the lead blocker made contact with this, I assume, a cornerback or safety back here. I don't know if that's.
We're going to have a hold on the Leopards.
Must have been behind the play.
Yeah, it had to be way behind the play. But the flags land at the 31-yard line, which was 4 yards downfield from where.
Man.
So all of a sudden, we got 2 holds called on the Leopards, and they have got themselves in a major hole because we're all the way back at the 17-yard line with a 2nd down and 29. Trips right, tight end left. Taylor is the lone setback. Cameron from the shotgun. Tried to get him to jump. It didn't work. Cameron tells his line to play. Play clock down to 10. Calls for it. Throw the bubble screen out to Aguero. He's at the 20 and then brought down as he crosses the 20 to the 22-yard line. So a nice 5-yard pickup there for Aguero. But when you've got 29 to go, 5 does not really get you a whole lot.
No.
3rd down, 24 now for the Leopards.
Yeah, we're going to have to get downfield with a couple of passes here.
They'll stay trips right with Torres, the tight end left. Taylor in the backfield with Cameron. Low snap. Run the option. Cameron keeps it. Right up the middle of the field to 30, the 35, and gets to the 40. Get to the 41-yard line. 19 yards on the option play.
I stand corrected. We did not need to throw upfield. We'll just run it with the quarterback.
And they gave him the 40. So more like 18 yards, but still going to bring up a 4th down and 6, and Leopards will punt it away. Hart back deep. Cameron calls for it. Another nice punt. Will not be returnable. And takes a sideward bounce. Now rolls dead at the Dixon 20-yard line.
Not a bad job, Mr.
30-yard
Cameron.
net punt. 40-yard net punts. Forgive me, I can't do my own math.
I thought that seemed like more than 40 yards, but I wasn't planning on doing any math. So
if you mark it from the line of scrimmage, it's 40. But it's a Dixon ball with 6:15 left to go. Here in the 3rd quarter, neither team's been able to do anything on their first drive of this second half. But Dixon at their own 20.
So Taylor's back out there. Looks like he got his injury settled.
And again, the Leopards do a great job of stopping and pushing backwards. No gain on the play. And to see, I think that is Williams, who again is the ball carrier, and no gain on that play.
It looks like it was Hannibal Hines with the tackle there. Great job by the boys up front.
So 2nd down and 10. Dixon again at their own 20. Sandor Caraway races off the field as they'll go 2 tight, 2 wide receivers left, 2 in the backfield. And again, throw it behind the line of scrimmage, and they've got him bottled up, maybe.
Oh,
he still
no.
got loose. He's headed to the right, got blockers out in front. Douglas on the move, and he'll get run out of bounds. And a late hit.
Oh, no.
They're going to throw a flag for a late hit at the 41-yard line.
No.
So give him 21 yards on the pass play.
I'm sorry. I hate going against the officials like this, but that's ridiculous. That was just there wasn't any extracurricular activity once they went across the sideline. He just hit him out of bounds, and they fell down.
They'll call a personal foul. The Leopards are ended up on the short end of the stick so far here in the second half from the penalty standpoint.
Yeah,
and they're going to move the ball from the 41-yard line of Dixon all the way to the 42-yard line of the Leopards.
Got to disagree with that one, man. That's unfortunate.
1st and 10 from the Lindsay 42 Comets. Their second possession here of the second half. Wing left, 2 tight, 2 in the backfield. Polson under center. Fakes it, back to pass. And I thought he had the ball still. He faked me out.
Well, it's a big pile.
And I never did see,
like,
I guess that was Douglas who he got the ball to there. Actually, it was Williams. He hands it so quick, and there's so many bodies back there, it is really hard to tell. But he got to the 35-yard line, picks up 7. It's a 2nd and 3. This time from the shotgun. 2 tight, 2 wide receivers left. Snap goes through the hands of Polson. And he'll just throw it up for grabs, and Dutton Taylor says hello to Mr. Colby Paulson.
Yes, he did. I was afraid that might have been a little on the late side, but if it was, then we're even.
Ball's incomplete, though. I thought it went up for grabs there. The Leopards might have had a chance to pick that one, but it fell incomplete. 3rd down and 3 at the Leopard 35. Williams in the backfield. Hart.
That's false start.
There's a false start. That'll back them up. 3rd down and 8. Move the ball back to the 40.
That's another pretty costly one for Dixon. They were inside of that kind of 4-yard per play margin to get the first down there. Now they got a little bit further to go. About 7 yards.
3rd down and 8.
8, excuse me.
Yep, got to get to the 32. Williams checks out. Again, Paulson under center. And there the saw the back pick up a foot there. They're going to get another false start here. So back them up to the 45, and the Leopards finally getting the penalties to go the other direction for a change. 3rd down and 13 now. Defense needs to come up big here. Williams, Hart, and Douglas all check in. Drain is also in the ball game. Paulson under center. Douglas in motion. Jet sweep left. Cuts it back up inside, and there's nothing but black shirts there. No gain on the play.
I'm looking here. Caven. Not sure if it was Caven that made the tackle or the one who turned that play back inside, allowing one of the other guys to get the tackle. I'm going to give it to Caven, though. That's a good play.
Makes it 4th down and 13, and Austin Hart will back up into punt formation for Dixon. And Aguero will go back deep. Aguero back at his own 15. Hart calls for it.
Shorty.
And short nobbling, and it's going to go out of bounds. Great field position. They're going to mark it at the Leopard 42-yard line.
Got some laundry
and
on
we've
the
got
field.
laundry on the far side of the field. Hang on. They are still discussing here, and Crew Flood says, hey, it's on Dixon.
I appreciate that update, Mr. Flood.
And it is a hold on Dixon. The Leopards should decline this as they'll have great field position at their own 42. So both defensives have come up with some big stops here in this second half, and the Leopards will get it back for their second possession of the second half. 3:47 to go in the third.
And that's Dixon's 10th penalty.
Wow.
So a little bit getting away from them a little bit there on the penalties.
Well, now they're marking the penalty off. So I guess taken from the end of the play, you get it anyway. So they'll actually take it at the Dixon 48-yard line. Man in motion. Taylor works right to left.
That was Taylor.
Cameron trying to find out. Plus.
Ooh.
And where's the flag on this side of the field? They tackle him hard out of bounds, and we can't get a flag.
Looked like just about the same thing to me.
I would agree. Play goes to the 46-yard line, so a couple of tough yards.
Not sure if that was
for
busted
Isaac Cameron.
Not sure if that was a busted play or not.
Twins either side. 2nd and 8 for the Leopards. Right up the middle and nowhere to go. That was Crew Flood on the carry, and they'll get the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. And quickly, the Leopards are behind the chains with a 3rd down here at the Dixon 45. And do we have more laundry on the field?
I see a flag down.
So here comes the white hat. Let's see what we got here. So we have a dead ball, personal foul on Dixon.
Alrighty.
So official looks like he's trying to explain there, but that's a biggie because that should move the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line, or at least in the vicinity of. So 1st and 10 Leopards, they get the ball at the Dixon 30-yard line. Again, the penalty's starting to go the other direction
and
now.
That's 6 in this half for, let's see if 45 yards.
Wow.
Just in this quarter. So they're going to need to clean it up a little bit on the Dixon side.
Empty backfield for Cameron as Flood goes into the slot right. Trips right, single receiver left, quarterback keeper right up the middle. Cameron a move, and we've got more laundry on the field.
Goodness.
We didn't have this many penalties called the whole first half, and we've still got 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's like every single play they're calling something.
It's a hold this time. My goodness.
Yeah.
We had a game like this last year, as I recall, where there were just an ungodly amount of
penalties. It's like every
penalties.
single snap of the ball there was a penalty called. So move the ball back to the 40. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Leopards at the Dixon 40-yard line. McCauley and Lawrence are going to be split left. Fott is right. And now we've got a personnel change. Aguero and McCauley will be split left. Fott will go right. Flood in the backfield. And there is a
that's got to
be an offsides, and they will blow that one dead.
This is getting a little bit comical here.
That one was obvious. I don't think anybody could miss that one. The rest of these I'm kind of sometimes questioning.
Yep. Hey,
So offsides makes it 1st and 15, moves the ball to the 35-yard line.
Excuse me there, partner, for dropping out. The engineer over there turned my volume down. I didn't know what was going on.
He was tired of listening to you. So 1st and 15. Leopards now go with a wing of their own. Single receiver right, 2 tight ends. And right up the middle, and that is Taylor. And he'll get down to the 31-yard line. So give him 4 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
That was number 2, Easton Peoples, bringing Dutton down on that play.
Lawrence is split left. McCauley will line up in the wing right.
Hey, we finally had a clean play there.
There you go. Under Taylor, under center this time. And again, the quick hitter for Taylor right up the middle, and he is driving white shirts backwards. Now they'll push him the other way, and they'll blow it dead. Looks like the 19-yard line, which will give him, 24-yard line. So picks up 7 more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Again, they'll stay with that wing left. 2 backs with Cameron under center and a wide receiver right. In motion, McCauley. Pitch it in the backfield. That is, I think, Aguero, and he'll get the 1st down across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. And that was Aguero on the carry.
Good job getting the 1st down. Xander Schreiber with the tackle, or Schreiber. Whichever
way is the right way to pronounce it. Forgive us if it's wrong.
Well, surely we had it covered.
One way or the other. Now we go trips right. Dutton in the backfield. Low snap. Cameron with the quarterback keeper right up the middle. Follows his blockers across the 15 and gets down to the 12-yard line. He'll pick up 6 to bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Good lead blocking there by Caven Hunter on the pull.
Now we'll go trips left. Tight end right is Torres. Now back to the shotgun with Taylor to the right of Cameron. Give it to Taylor. Jet sweep left. He's got the edge. He's got the 5. Touchdown. Dutton Taylor. 12 yards out. And no laundry on the field.
Hallelujah. Nice job there. Dutton lowering the boom as he went across the line. Tough run.
So the Leopards will line up for 2 as they have taken an 18-13 lead. Cameron, the option, and
look at there.
What a trick play.
Hey.
Flipped it to, is that Aguero? Riker. Flipped it to Riker, who threw it into the end zone to Aguero for the 2-point conversion. They need to put that in their regular play out there. That threw off everybody.
Didn't see that coming.
2-point conversion is good. 21 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. It is 20-13 Leopards on the top. We'll send it back over to JD. Take a timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right after this on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
So Crew Flood has it teed up for the Leopards. They've just taken a 2013 lead on a 48-yard drive, did it in 10 plays. And this one will go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. So Dixon will take over. Again, just 21 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And they'll put the ball at the 35-yard line as the kick went out of bounds. Leopard defense needs to get another stop right here. So Douglas, Williams, and Drain will be in the backfield. Colby Paulson, the quarterback, brings them out. Double tight, wing left. Paulson under center. And nowhere to go. All kinds of. They're saying the ball is loose. Oh, they're going to say it was down.
Scott Jones came flying in there to stuff that play. I couldn't tell if he's the one that got the ball knocked loose, but very nice job, Scott Jones.
Well, they'll give him a yard to the 36. Brings up a 2nd down and 9. And that'll be the final play of this third quarter. The Leopards have the lead, 20-13. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Fourth quarter is coming up after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your
Direct snap into the backfield. I believe that is Drain. Gets the edge, and he gets across the 45. Maybe a first down. And I think he is he looks like he is gimpy.
A little bit short.
Yep.
Are they going to move him? No.
Yep, give him the first down. Derek Drain does pick up the first down and gets the ball out to the 45-yard line. But he'll check out, again, right up the middle and just 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Well, we'll take 3.
That was the number 20 on the carry that time. That is Xander Schreiber.
Caven Hunter on the tackle there. Excuse me. Had to make sure I was calling the right thing. That's 4 for Caven tonight, doing a good job.
2nd down, 7, the ball at the Dixon 48-yard line here early in the fourth quarter. They'll stay wing left, 2 tight, under center Paulson. And they're going to flip it in the backfield. Williams looking for the edge and not going to be able to get there.
Melvin McDonald.
He will get into Leopard territory at the 48-yard line, but a pickup of 4 is going to leave the Comets with a 3rd and 3.
Still a pretty good job there by the cornerback coming in to stop that play, giving up a few yards, but a good solo tackle. He hung on for dear life there.
So Williams and Hillis in the backfield. Douglas in motion. Flip it to Douglas. Jet sweep going right.
Stretch it.
Stretch him out, and they stopped him. No, oh, look out. We may have a flag, too. So we may have maybe a yard gain on the play there for Douglas. But we got a flag in the area that should be a hold. Let's see what the actual call is.
Way back here. And that was Manny Aguero with the tackle, too.
So we do have a hold on Dixon. So, yeah, they are going to move them back. I thought I'd say I think I would too. 4th and 3 is probably too tempting right there. I think they're going to back them up and make it 3rd down and 8. And actually, that's a 10-yarder, so that makes it 3rd and 18 and moves all the way back to the Dixon 42-yard line. So 3rd and 13. I think I said 18. 3rd and 13.
Man, I love the way the Leopards have been able to get sideline to sideline on those.
Oh.
That's a couple of them just like that. And
really strung him out.
Yeah, Manny coming in from the safety position to finish those off. That's the way to do it.
And Dixon's going to have to take a timeout. Hart ran on late, but they're going to take a timeout. Play clock running down. 9:58 left to go here in the ball game. The Leopards have the lead. Dixon with the ball when we come back after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Jake Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards.
3rd down and 13 for the Comets. They're going to send bunch receivers left. Low snap.
False start.
And false start is going to back them up even more. They tried to trick the Leopards with almost what looked like a swinging gate type of setup, and they didn't get set before they snapped it, and they're going to get a false start call on them.
Oh, we called time.
Oh, we called timeout.
He's picked up the flag.
Okay. That makes you go, man, I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew.
That receiver over on this side jumped big time.
So 9:58 left to go. I was just looking up a couple of the scores here. We'll keep it here for this timeout. Blanchard Lions, number 4 in the state in 4A, are hosting the number 5 Bethany Broncos, and Blanchard is up 34-21 in that ball game in the 3rd quarter, and dropped down to Class 3A and check on Pauls Valley. Plainview has taken the lead from Pauls Valley. They now lead 35-21 that game in the 3rd quarter. And look up the Purcell game. Kingfisher now leads Purcell 19-7 that game in the 4th quarter. Come back and check on some of those other area teams here in a bit. Dixon again is going to go to that odd formation. Back is Polson. We've got more flags. The pass is incomplete. And the flags fly again. Let's see what this one is. And we're going to have an illegal shift called on Dixon. Now, this one is one you would probably decline because the pass incomplete now makes it a 4th down, and that's 4th and 13. And the Leopards will get the ball back with 9:56 left. Neither team has really been able to do a whole lot here in this second half. Leopards had that one drive that they did get a couple of big penalties on, but Hart kicks this one away, and again, not really anything there for Aguero to be able to do anything with, and it'll go out of bounds inside the Leopard 20.
Man, he wanted that one too.
He did.
I wouldn't mind him just grabbing one and going.
I think if it would ever bounce right up to him, he probably would, but it always kind of seems like it takes that sideways bounce. And so the Leopards have 9:48 left in the ball game. They lead by 7, 20-13. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 19 here to start this drive.
I'd take just a nice, long, sustained drive, eat a bunch of clock, cap it off with 6 and just leave them a couple minutes to work with here at the end and down 2 scores.
I'd be okay with that.
Well, let's just see if I can make it happen then. I made some suggestions to Coach. We'll see if he puts them in.
See if he puts them in. Taylor in the backfield, trips left. Torres is tight end right from the shotgun. Bring the man in motion left to right. And nowhere to go. That is Aguero trying to come around, and he gets drugged down from behind there. That is number 2, Easton Peoples.
That was not one of the plays I suggested.
Yeah, it was not one of the ones.
No.
I hope it wasn't. The loss goes back to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 14, but we do have a Dixon player down with a cramp. So let me jump in here with some more of our scores here real quick while I've got a second here. Washington now a final over Marietta, 64-7. The score in that one. Marlowe is up on Lexington, 34-0 in the 3rd quarter. And then if I drop down, who else am I missing out of 2A? We'll get Dibble and CCS. CCS 14-12. They're up by 2 in the 4th quarter in that ball game.
Jones finally got on the board against Millwood in the 3rd quarter with 6 points there, but they're down 34-6 in the 3rd.
Wow.
So,
I'm with you. This Millwood may be the true thing this year.
Yeah, Jones, I haven't seen them play this year, but they're usually pretty tough, and they usually keep it low scoring. So
Wilson is up on Wayne in the 3rd quarter, 25-6 to score in that one. Rush Springs is up on Elmore City Purnell, 31-6 to score in that ball game. And we'll go check on the Ellick Longhorns. And they trail Empire 40-24 that game in the 3rd quarter. So that should
and that was number 88,
up.
Colby Casas. How would you say that? How you been saying that in Casas?
I've avoided saying it, so I don't have to.
I understand.
Yeah, he is their starting tight end. Yeah,
but he's on his feet, walking off under his own power. But he's hurting right now.
Yeah, that cramp is hurting him pretty bad. So the Leopards come back out with a 2nd and 14, the ball at the Leopard 15-yard line. And, of course, we're still waiting for injured player to get off the field here. Fought and McCauley are going to be split right. Aguero, and I believe that is Lawrence that is split left over there. Can't see a number this far across the field, but Crew Flood is in the backfield with Cameron. Cameron from the shotgun. And flags. Now what?
Flag, and nobody moved a muscle.
And they're fixing to mark it off. Somebody must have lined up offsides.
My goodness.
So that'll move the ball to the 20, and that helps the Leopards out and makes it now a 2nd down and 9 instead of a 2nd and 14. Still stay Twins either side. Again, tried the hard count. It doesn't work. They'll stay Flood in the backfield to the right of Cameron from the shotgun. 2nd down and 9. Low snap. Flood. Jet sweep left. Had to make a couple of guys miss. He does. He's at the 25 and gets forward to the 28-yard line. That's what you call making anything out of nothing there, because he was caught dead for rights in the backfield and ended up picking up 8 yards.
You nailed it there. There was that was busted early on. He just turned it upfield and got what he could get. Turned into a really nice play.
Give him the 29 and a 1st down. That's nice work right there.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10 Leopards. They're out at the 29 now. Twins either side. Cameron back to pass. Has all day over the middle. He's got Aguero. Cuts up inside. He's at the 40 and gets drugged down there. But Aguero.
Another 1st down.
Just his 2nd reception of the night, but he gets it to the 41-yard line. It's a 12-yarder for a 1st down.
Dennis DeGearing checked in at the left guard.
They'll stay with 4 wide receivers. Flood the lone setback with Cameron from the shotgun. 1st and 10, their own 40. Right up the middle goes Flood. He gets to the 45, puts his head down. He's across midfield and close to another first down.
He was just driving those legs, wasn't he? Tough run. Tackle by number 10, Kobe Hillis.
10 yards for Crew Flood, and the last 6 of that was just sheer will. He was going to go.
Absolutely. Dragging some boys a little bigger than he was, too. Man, he's a tough kid.
Same formation. This time they'll bring Aguero in motion. Fake it to him, give it to Flood, and he gets gang tackled just as he gets across the line of scrimmage. He might pick up a couple to the 47. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. They did not bite on the fake to Aguero that time.
Nope. Tackle by number 2, Easton Peoples. He's up to 8. So he's had a nice game.
Taylor checks in at the running back spot. Torres checks in instead. Torres is going to come in at the tight end. McCulley is going to go left with Aguero. Fought is going to be split right. Taylor in the backfield. Play clock down to 5. You're going to have to hurry, and they're not going to get it off. It's going to be a delay of game. Had a 2nd and 8, and now you're going to have a 2nd and 13. Did we get a timeout called? Yeah, they're going to weigh it off. Lucky there. So with that, we're going to take a timeout with them. 7:10 left in the ball game. Leopards with the ball and a 7-point lead. When we come back after this, you're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Coming out of timeout, Leopards with a 2nd down and 8. Give it to Taylor. Jet sweep left. Gets the edge, but not very long before he's wrapped up and thrown out of bounds at the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 3 more.
Taylor just about got around that edge, but stopped there by De'Eric Drain.
Got to the 45. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Closer to 6 as they've got to get to the 39-yard line of Dixon. Twins right, single receiver left. And quarterback keeper looking for this right edge. Cameron steps up. He gets across the 40. I think he should have the 1st down. He does at the 38-yard line.
Shoestring tackle there by number 71, Randy Turner. His 1st of the night. Nope, excuse me. That's his 2nd of the night. Sorry, Mr. Turner.
Aguero is split left. McCulley and Fought are split right. And now we've got Flood and Taylor both in the backfield. It's Cameron works from the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line of Dixon. Run the option play, pitch it to Flood. Flood gets the edge. He's at the 35, the 30, the 25, and then brought down at the 23. We've got a flag, though. Hang on.
Man, nice run. And here we get another one potentially called back here. Yeah, it looks like a flag.
And there's a flag laying right at the 31-yard line. My guess is going to be a hold, but we'll see. And it is going to be a hold on the Leopards.
Yeah. I think it might have been Manny out there lead blocking.
So move it back to the 41. And we're going to have a 1st down and 13. 6:30 left in the ball game. This is, as long as we can keep the ball in our possession for the next 6 minutes, I don't care. Twins left, single receiver right, two-back set. Cameron, low snap, picked up by Taylor in the backfield, but he's going to get drugged down for a big loss. No, he's not either.
Maybe not.
I tell you what, talk about a man on a mission now. He ends up losing a yard, but he gained about 8 because they had him almost back at the 50.
And did you say he gained 8?
Yeah.
Well, altogether. So 6 of those were backwards.
Yes. The ball sits at the 43-yard line, so it's actually a loss of 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15 now. Twins left, single receiver right, still with the two-back set. And jump, and yes, got it in the neutral zone. The Leopards will get 5 yards of that back. Move the ball back to the 38, where it'll be 2nd and 10.
That is the 15th assessed penalty on Dixon tonight. That's not including the ones we declined. There was at least a couple of those. I'm just about out of boxes.
Should put more boxes for penalties on there.
I thought 19 would be enough.
Fought split right. McCulley and Aguero are left. Flood and Taylor both in the backfield. And again, offsides as they're doing their best to try to beat that count across the end there. And so that's going to make it. Let's go to 2nd and 5 and move the ball to the 33.
Well, linebackers just trying to time that blitz just right.
Yep. The best part of this is that, again, we had it at 2nd and 15, and it's back to a 2nd and 5 at the Dixon 33. Up the middle. Taylor makes a sidestep at the 30, the 25, puts his head down across the 20.
Nice job, Dutton.
And they're going to mark him down. They're going to put him at the 15-yard line. 18 yards on that play for Taylor.
Great little run, man. Thought he might have been stuffed a little bit shorter and made that sidestep and got vertical.
Flood and Taylor both again in the backfield. McCulley and Aguero left. Fought split right from the shotgun. Flood this time up the middle. He's at the 10, and he gets dropped down at the 9.
And that was Caleb Hollis actually on both of the most recent plays making the tackle.
I got to point out Caleb Snow pancaked his man inside the 5-yard line.
Nice job.
The 9-yard line is a 6-yard gain for Dutton Taylor. 2nd down and 4. They'll go trips right this time and Flood the only back. Quarterback keeper. Cameron down the sideline to the 5. Touchdown!
Oh,
Isaac Cameron, 9 yards out. And that certainly helps, putting Dixon down 2 scores now with 4:19 left in the ballgame.
You bet. I would like to have eaten up a little bit more clock there, but hey.
I'll take it.
I'll take the score. Gives you some cushion.
So it's 26-13 Leopards. They line up to go for 2 here. Wing left. Wide receiver right. Tight end left. 2 backs with Cameron under center. And right up the middle, Taylor avoids a tackle and gets in for the 2-point conversion.
Got it.
28-13 Leopards with 4:19 left in the ballgame. With that, we're going to send it over to JD. We got another timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right after this on KBLP Live.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
So the Lindsay Leopards have taken a 28-13 lead over Dixon with 4:19 left in the ball game. Crew Flood tees it up. Douglas back deep for the Comets. Waiting for the officials. Now we get the signal. And we're going to get another offsides.
They're just eager. There's nothing wrong with that.
So they'll try this kick again.
Just being aggressive, Greg.
Yep. Eager to get down there. Leopards will back up to the 35, and Crew Flood will tee it up and try it again. I'm not sure what we wait so long for. Everybody is just waiting. It's like the guy says, oh, I want to make this a dramatic. And this one will also go out of bounds. So Dixon will take over their own 35 unless they want to make them re-kick it. But 4:19 left to go in the ball game, and the Leopard defense has really held them in check. 3 and out their first possession. They did pick up a first down on their second possession, but then had to punt it away, and then basically went no, they had one first down their second drive before they had to go punt it away. So Leopard defense has really figured things out here in the second half.
Yeah, you bet. They look like a different team from the very beginning. Continuing that success from late in the first half. Very good job.
Douglas goes wide right, 2 tight ends, 2 backs. Thought comes right up the middle. Torres into the backfield, and there's a hold. They call it. Pass is incomplete. Torres doing everything he could to get back there, and I think that was a drain that was having to just hang on to him with dear life to keep him out of there. But if they go based on where the flag's actually laying, it's at the 31-yard line. But they'll mark actually from the previous spot, so that'll move ball back to the 30. First down and 20. And 4:13 left in the ball game. Leopards with a 15-point lead at 28-13. Douglas heads off the field. They'll go back to a 2 tight end, Hart in motion left to right, right up the middle. I think that was Williams. Double check me here on who comes up on. Nope, that was actually Drain on the carry. And he got a couple to the 32.
And Gus Torres getting in there, making the stop along with Dennis DeGearing.
Second down and 18 now. Clock runs, 3:45 left in the ball game. Paulson under center. 2 backs. Hart in motion again, and again right up the middle they go, and again the Leopards stuff it for a short gain. I want to say that is Schreiber on the carry, but we'll.
And there's a flag.
The flag's coming in late.
Manny Aguero and number 88 down there looked like they were having some words.
It's a gain of 3 from Schreiber to the 35, but let's check the flag. Would bring up a 3rd and 15, but let's see if there was extracurriculars from both players or if this was
Well, they're having a good long talk
Yeah,
about
they're
it
having
down
a
there.
really long talk down there. Here's the call. And we're going to get a personal foul on the Leopards. And a dead ball unsportsmanlike on the Leopards.
Oh.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the Dixon.
Okay. So is that a net 15?
A net 15 going that
against
way.
Us?
The unsportsmanlikes would offset, but the personal foul would be assessed. If that's the case, if it goes based on the end of the run, that would be a 15-yarder and a first down. Because the ball at the 35. And it appears that's what they will do. That's put the ball at midfield. And it should be a first down. Hart and Schreiber head off the field. Douglas stays in. See Williams, not sure who the other back is. Paulson under center. He's rolling to his right, and he's got Williams out in the flat. And nice open field tackle over there, but it'll be another first down, or at least very close. Looks like he may be about a yard short at the 41.
And that was Crew Flood over there making a tackle. Nice open field tackle there. Unfortunately, he was left unguarded for the majority of that pass route.
Second down and a yard at the Leopard 41 now for the Comets, but 2:52 left in the ball game. And drop the snap. Paulson's just going to have to try to make something happen, and he will get dropped at the 40, but we've got flags coming in from the side, from the back. And it'll be a hold on Dixon. That should move them back to their 49-yard line, if my math is correct here. And
you nailed it.
I got it. How about that? Second down and 11. Dixon back at their own 49 now. And the clock runs again with 2:40 left in the ball game, and they trail by 15. Three backs in the backfield now. Under center Paulson. He's rolling to his right, looking downfield. Still looks, throws, and Kelpie caught that.
No, it was
incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:23 left to go. I'll make it 3rd and 11.
Pretty good coverage on those deeper receivers there. A little bit outnumbered, left that man somewhat open there on the short pass, but a little too tall.
They're going to try that odd formation again. They've flagged every time they've tried to run it so far. And the Leopards do a good job of getting them out of it. And
there we go.
Cannot get away.
Easy, Dutton.
Dutton Taylor, and they're going to get the flag.
Oh, no. Okay. I was afraid.
Afraid they got Dutton for the showboat. Yeah.
Dutton, yeah. We'll see what they say.
Yeah, Dutton was.
I don't want to falsely incriminate somebody.
Dutton made the flex move to the bench. I don't know. Unsportsmanlike is going to be called on the Leopards.
Yep.
So you make a great play and take them to a 4th down, but instead you're going to give them 15 yards and a first down.
Man, I love the enthusiasm. I get it. You're pumped up. It's a great play, absolutely, and credit to him for that. And if you just do a fist pump, if you jump up in the air, wave your hands, do something positive, it's not a problem.
But you can't do
you
it
turn
to
to the
the
bench
sideline.
and flex move,
Yep.
they'll get you, man.
Can't aim it at the other team. So 1st and 10 at Dixon will now be at the Leopard 37-yard line. Again, 2:15 left in the ball game. Two-back set. Ball's loose on
Dropped
the
it.
field. Look out. Leopards think they've got it, and they do. Gus Torres comes up off the bottom of the pile with the football, and that should be enough to do it. As Leopards now with a 15-point lead in the ball with just 2:06 left to go.
Tell who forced that fumble, or did he just drop? Did he just drop it, or was it forced? I think he dropped it.
I think that snap actually might have been hit, almost like it hit his leg coming in. It never got back to Paulson. And something happened to the ball before it ever got back there to him. So the Leopards.
Let's just get us one first down and
get 2 minutes off the clock, and let's put one in the win column. Two backs in the backfield. Single left receiver, twins to the right. And hand it off. Crew Flood looking for a hole, and there's not one there. Gets caught from behind.
Got absolutely mounted. I believe that's number 71, and it was Randy Turner.
So Dixon calls a timeout, maybe. So timeout on the field, and Dixon with the timeout. That will leave them with one. If I look at the scoreboard, but
And here goes a flag as the Dixon players are walking off beside the ref. Thinking that one of the guys in blue said something negative to the referee that he didn't appreciate.
Did not appreciate. So we are going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct called on Dixon. And Coach Suffel is all the way out at the middle of the field to talk to the official.
And that is penalty number 19 on Dixon tonight. I haven't added up the yards, but it's a bunch.
So that should give the Leopards pretty good field position, since that's a 15-yarder, and they're at the 41. Would have been a 2nd and 9. Should move it down to about the 44-yard line.
It's funny. Down here, Dutton Taylor comes over on the track. He gets their throw. I can't tell what they're throwing. Little footballs, I guess. So Dutton Taylor comes over and gets one of the footballs from his sister, who's a cheerleader, and throws one into the stands.
So they will mark off the unsportsmanlike and put it at the 44-yard line of Dixon, and the Leopards will have a 1st and 10 there with 1:53 left to go in the ball game. Leopards still lead 28-13. They'll stay with the two backs in the backfield with a wide receiver left, two to the right. Cameron from the shotgun calls for it. Right up the middle. Nice move at the 40, and he'll slide down just shy of the 30-yard line. Aguero.
So Aguero slides down, and I don't know if the Dixon players thought McCulley had the football, but it looks like he got tackled.
Puts it at the 31, picks up 13 yards and a 1st down, and Snow is going to have to check out. Apparently he has an equipment issue. So they will send Quade Robbins in, number 64, in his place.
I think Quade will do a fine job.
He'll line up in that left guard spot. So you got Flood and Aguero in the backfield. Aiden Beck is lined up left. And then you've got Nunley and McCauley split right. And the officials are going to talk something else over here.
My goodness, the clock was running. Yeah. Ball was set, clock runs.
We got 1:12 left to go here. Let's they're wanting more time put on the clock.
Add 4, I think he said.
So it was down to 1:12. Let's see what they're going to move it to here. Radio in through the coaches' headsets. Oh, we put 2 seconds back on the clock. Made it 1:14. So we stopped play for 2 seconds. Reese Turner is in the ball game as well. This is going to be a trick play. We got a guy hiding behind the line of scrimmage called Manny Aguero. Oh, they're actually going into a victory formation. He was crouched really low. I said, we're fixing to do something fun here. We're just going to take a knee right here. As soon as the play clock gets down far enough. And Cameron takes the knee. 1:10. And probably one more of those will be enough. And Dixon calls a timeout.
Okay.
Let's go back and take a look at see if we can catch up on some scores here real quick then. And Jones and Millwood. Millwood now 46-6 in the fourth quarter. Marlowe up 44-0 on Lexington in the fourth quarter. Crossings Christian is up 56-14 on Little Axe. That game also in the fourth quarter. And then Marietta and Washington with the win 64-7 in that ball game. Jump back up to 3A and let's check on Purcell and Pauls Valley. Pauls Valley trails 35-28. They're trying to make it a ball game. That game with 11 minutes to go is when that score was reported. And the Purcell Dragons lose tonight. Kingfisher with a 26-13 win over Purcell. And jump back up to 4A, and we'll check on the Blanchard Lions. And Blanchard up 48-35 over Bethany. That's a number 4 versus number 5. Handoff, Aguero looking for that right edge, and he'll get run out of bounds.
You'd think you'd want to stay in bounds there.
Well, he slid down a while ago to stay in bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, hey, that was a run-in or maybe get a head-on hit there, and he did pick up a yard right there. So I'll make it 3rd and 9. Cameron from the shotgun. And they will get the hard count, and they'll jump. 1:03 left. We may not ever get this last minute 15 off the clock.
And I did officially run out of boxes for penalties.
Yep. Moves the ball to the 25, makes it 3rd down and 4. Cameron with Flood and Aguero on the backfield, and they'll give it to Flood. He's got to the left edge, breaks a tackle, got a first down. It gets to the 19-yard line.
All right, let's move the chains, let the clock run, and then this should be it.
54 seconds left. They'll stop, I guess, long enough to move the chains. Now they start it back up, so one more snap of the football should be enough. And the Lindsay Leopards are going to pick up their 2nd win of the season. Dixon will drop to 1-4. And the Leopards will get a win on homecoming night here at home. Play clock's down to 10. Cameron in the victory formation. Gets the snap and the knee, and that'll do it. 28-13, the final score of the Lindsay Leopards with the win tonight over the Dickson Comets. We'll send it over to JD. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with our officially unofficial final stats and wrap it up for Burford Field right after this on KBLP.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Braid Oil, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19 at 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
James Supplies has been serving the Lindsay community since 1946. We're your home for all your welding, cutting, and compressed gas needs. We offer name brands such as Lincoln, Miller, Victor, Hypertherm, and DeWalt. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 here in Lindsay. We're located at 206 East Cherokee. James Supplies is happy to support our 2024 Lindsay Leopard football team. It's time for our coaches and players' sweat and hard work to pay off. We hope the Leopards have a great season filled with first downs, touchdowns, tackles, and tradition. Join us in cheering the Leopards on this year. Go Leopards!
Right to wrap it up from Burford Field, the Lindsay Leopards a 28-13 win over the Dickson Comets. And they take homecoming tonight, pick up their second win of the season, and did it second half much better than they did in the first half. But, again, the Leopards come away with the win. We'll talk about our officially unofficial numbers for this ball game, and we'll start with Dixon, who ends up with 166 yards on the ground and did not get much in the second half. In fact, the Leopards hold them to just, 17 yards of rushing there in the second half. Excuse me. So a very good job for the defense. So if I do that math real quick, they allowed 17 rush yards on 12 rush plays there in the second half. So they were led by De'Eric. I got to make sure I get his name right. De'Eric. I'm looking at the wrong one. Number 16.
Which
Drain.
number?
De'Eric
Yep,
Drain. I worry about the first name, and it was the last name I forgot. Drain ends up with 8 carries and 42 yards to lead the way for them. They also got Mazingo in there for a couple of carries in that first half for 32. DeJuan Williams ends up with 14 carries and 36 yards. But those are your rushing leaders, as they had 7 different guys carry the ball. Through the air, Kobe Polson was 4 for 9, 45 yards on the night for him. For the Lindsay Leopards, and I did not mark what I should have marked on here. I know Dutton Taylor had a couple of touchdown runs. He had a 12-yarder and a 37-yarder in the ball game. Isaac Cameron had a 3-yard touchdown run, and he also had that touchdown passer in the first half. And I didn't get those marked on my paper, so I didn't get to tell you those numbers. But the Leopards, 278 yards on the ground tonight after having just 119 in the first half, so they end up with 159 yards of rushing in the second half, or 50. Yeah, that'd be right. But anyway, 122 of that comes from Dutton Taylor. He had a big night, 13 carries, 122 yards. 73 for Crew Flood on 10 carries. He's averaging over 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, he popped for some big ones tonight.
He is just that guy's a beast. And then 6 carries, 55 yards from the quarterback spot for Isaac Cameron tonight. And then Manny Aguero had 5 carries for 28 yards. But again, 278 on the ground tonight for the Leopards. Didn't have a big night passing. Didn't throw the ball a whole lot. 3 of 9 passing for Isaac Cameron. 56 yards on the night. He did have the 1 touchdown catch or pass to Crew Flood. But so you put that all together, and that comes out to 334 yards of total offense. So it's a pretty good night for the Leopards. Send it over to Andrew. We'll talk about the defensive numbers.
I'll start with Dixon. Leading tacklers were, Easton Peoples from the outside linebacker position, 9 tackles tonight. Really good job from him. Caleb Hollis, number 11, with 7 tackles tonight. Xander Schreiber, Tequilon Maxwell, each with 4, and rounding out the Comets, DeJuan Williams with 3 tackles. Pretty good job from those linebacker positions tonight. For the game, they allowed 8.1 yards per carry. So,
wow.
Yeah, and that was pretty consistent. It was 8.7 at the half, 8.1 to finish, throughout the whole contest. So not very good defensively, pretty tested by the Leopard offense, getting good production. The big story from Dixon was the penalties. I did run out of boxes, so I had to start a new line. 20 penalties tonight for a total of 140 yards for the Comets.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, a lot of it was, I mean, there's a few just kind of unfortunate ones, and some of them aggressive plays, just going after the football a little too hard or something. But unfortunately for them, a lot of those are just discipline stuff, offsides, false starts, ton of those. So worked in our favor tonight, but we hope those guys can clean those up for their game next week. For the Leopards, leading tacklers, Hannibal no. Let me back up a little bit. Dutton Taylor, sorry, Hannibal. Dutton Taylor ended up with 8. How many yards did you say? 122?
Yes.
And 8 tackles for a questionable
A guy that was questionable
player
coming into the game tonight.
So not a bad showing by Mr. Taylor there. Now, Hannibal Hines, I'll get to him. 6 tackles tonight from him. He had a big night. Crew Flood also with 6. Gus Torres, Manny Aguero, and Caven Hunter each with 4. Good job tackling. They had a lot of opportunities tonight with all those plays that
those Russian plays
that Dixon ran. And hey, and this is unfortunately a lot of the defensive guys up front don't often get a lot of tackles. They're getting doubled on, and then the linebackers are coming in and filling, getting the glory. So unsung heroes up front tonight.
Yes.
Those guys did a whale of a job, especially starting kind of late in the first half when those guys started standing up the Dixon players and getting them stuffed. Let's see. Also pretty consistent as far as yards per play and total yards. 4 yards per play allowed tonight. I thought that number was going to go down quite a bit because the second half was a lot more lopsided, but averaged out. The Leopards allowed 4 yards per play, so that's not a bad night. Penalties-wise for the Leopards, we actually ended up getting several of those in the second half. We ended up with 8 for 70 yards, so about half yardage-wise. And that is your numbers. I thought the defense really stiffened up again late in the first. They played pretty well the whole second half. I thought they picked up their game a whole lot tonight, and I'm proud of them.
Big-time adjustments at halftime to come up with that win, absolutely. Yep. But again, 28-13, the final score. The Lindsay Leopards pick up their second win of the season, and they will be on the road again. It's like we just got here. We're back on the road.
Yeah.
But we'll be over in Lexington next Friday night. Been a while since we've been over there. Mm-hmm. And Lexington, I tell you, they're an unknown. I've heard some people say Lexington's a lot better than the Lexingtons we've had in the past. So,
well, if I recall their score right, I mean they've fared better against Marlowe than we did. Right?
I will get to that in just a second. Okay. I'll tell you what, if you won. But Bethany, I was going to look the Bethany and Blanchard game. Blanchard was up 48-35. Well, it's 48-42 now. That game in the fourth quarter for Blanchard. But yeah, if we drop down. And look at the Class 2A1 and
Lexington Marlowe was 34 zip, so that is faring a little better than us. But they weren't able to get on the board any better than we were.
Right. So then of course Washington. We talked about the big one there. Crossings beat Little Axe tonight, 56-14. That's who we have. I think following the Lexington game is we have to go to do we go to Crossings or do we come home first for? I got my calendar here. Let me look real quick, make sure I get this right. So we get Lex, then we go Marietta back home.
And then Crossings.
Then to Crossings, and then Little Axe before we wrap up with Washington. So, and then I wanted to jump back to a Class 3A and check on Purcell and Pauls Valley. Pauls Valley ends up losing by 1 point, 35-34 to Plainview. And then that Purcell game was close to, I did have it as a final. Kingfisher beats Purcell tonight 26-13. So that'll wrap up some of the area scores from around here as well. But with that, Andrew, great job tonight.
Thank you, Greg. You as well.
It's always nice to be back home.
You bet.
There's nothing like being here in Burford Field. But we'll head over to Lexington next Friday night, and we'll see if we can pick up win number 3 over there. JD, great job running the live stream tonight. Eric Bearden, Kevin Scruggs up on the camera up top. And, of course, I always fail to mention, but I got to remember Paige Sutherland, Cece Lyon, and all the work they do behind the scenes on the graphics and the commercials and all the stuff that we do for our live stream. They're invaluable. valuable. So we appreciate them. And Colton Harrell running our FM side back down at the stations in downtown Lindsay. We appreciate her very much as well. So for all of that, that means my name is Greg Peary. We will say goodnight from Burford Field. We'll see you over in Lexington next Friday night. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Are you a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.